guys. How's everybody doing? Good old-fashioned solemn Sunday Thursday. Let's go. The deep state prevented us from doing it on Sunday by futzing with my car battery. Thank you, John. Welcome to Solemn Sunday Thursday, also known as True Crime for Boys, aka the Noid stream. Remember to check your talking points memo before starting the Noid stream. Will do. I have a bunch of hot tips that I've opened up here from the Special Investigations Unit. I'm still sick, but I've been overeating the past 3 days to fight it. Let's go. Yeah, I've been eating like crazy. I haven't been weighing myself, but I've gained 3 pounds of, I assume, pure muscle, but hard to say. So what are we gonna do tonight? I got a bunch of hot vids I've gleaned from the Investigations channel. I have a list of some possible topics here. So I don't know. I guess we will see where our third eye takes us. See, I do have a bunch of links for Hollyweird mysteries, but let's check out some of the stuff you guys have been looking at for the last couple days here. This one looks short, sweet. If you were still interested in cities, I have a light Noid case on St. Louis. I'm interested in that. St. Louis, home of the Arch. What's up, Goblin? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Solemn Sunday Thursdays, aka True Crime for Boys, a smart little boys Noid stream. I got a Google News update for new De Beers diamond field they found. Interesting. Yeah, I wanted to... Things got a little crazy, but it's too bad we never finished the whole diamond thing. I think we busted it wide open. I would consider that case... Let me get my gesticulation cam ready here so I can... Let me test it out here. Need to get optimum gesticulations on here. Perfect. Yeah, I think we nailed that case down. We never did finish that one article, but I think we got the... Okay, perfect. Bam, bam, perfect. There we go. Bam. If I pop a little... Okay, perfect. Where do diamonds come from? That's not important. I think what we learned from that is that it's not worth spending your hard-earned money from. Oh, Hexagon, thank you for 110 knocks. Thank you. I don't know how much that is, but much appreciated. As the only schizo, as I'm aware of in the Discord, I feel the weight on my shoulders to contribute to the Noiding community. Let's go. True. Yeah, you have to guide us. Dinosaurs. JK, those are not real. Yeah. yeah, current schizo. So far. I went urban exploring in St. Louis. It's a place called Cementland, and the story behind it is crazy. There's a video on YouTube about it. Okay. I'll add that to the stack here. I want to check out the links, the demonic monster energy thing. But we got a few things we can bust through tonight. We have to find a solid case that we can really, dig our... Oh, what the hell? That we can really dig our teeth in. But for the time being, we're just going to be doing some sort of scattershot, general Noidism. Stop futzing. I mean, the constant futzing is what gets the perfect gesticulation cam there. Checking in from Australia. I'm getting very noided right now. Based. What time is it in Australia? It's probably tomorrow. We need a frickin' chronovisor to see there. I keep enough mental sanity for the Chrome Boys that we can have up to 15 schizos on the Discord. Yeah, we need to keep our ratios correct. I mean, I think John can handle about 15. I'm pretty mentally solid, so I can probably lock in 8 or 9 schizos myself. But we have to keep the ratio correct. It's very important. I've been curious about fake towns for a while. I forgot the names of them, but there's some towns the government built that are fully occupied by government employees and are basically not real. That's odd. Like, still... Huh, okay. And, like, only government employees work there? That reminds me of the infamous CIA tweet where it was like... CIA officers or waitresses and accountants and like valuable members of the community. I don't even know what to search for that, but yeah, junior moderator Goblin can handle 3. Yeah, so I feel like we could probably combined stack 25 to 30 schizos safely. Chronovisor, Chrome Boys, ovipositor, I call it. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I glanced at it briefly. I guess it's a remote viewing time travel device. I don't know. I have it, I have a YouTube search of the term chronovisor here, so we can check that out at some point. 1:18 p.m. here in Australia. Oh, okay. So you're actually back in time, like 6 hours. If you want to get noided for real, check out the Safari Club sometime. It'll make for a good rabbit hole. Okay, I haven't even heard of that. Is that hunting the most dangerous game, man? Oh, the Safari Club was a covert alliance of intelligence services formed in 1976 that ran clandestine operations around Africa. Interesting. Yeah, we don't have our own Discord room yet. Yeah, I feel like... yeah, general. Yeah, that's what general is for. I posted a vid in the Discord investigations. Not sure if it's a good one, though. Kind of explains it. Chillytown. Okay, we'll add it to the stack. We're just doing some general interest noidism until we find a really solid case that takes a lot of investigation. No, they're in the middle of the 7. Oh, right, so they are in the future. Interesting. Okay, I thought this one seemed important. I know we have a lot of energy drink guys in the community. And I feel like this could be some valuable information for you guys.
There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. So why would they have the cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew. And then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation. And look at Monster's ad. This is the statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats.
Where is she?
Is there another agenda here? Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? When the cross goes upside down. Bottoms up. and the devil laughs. Something
Wow.
to This is how clever Satan is and how he gets into the Christian home and a Christian's life. Look at your M closely. There's a gap right here in the letter.
Still thirsty for energy drink, guys? Still thirsty for energy to drink? Don't want to drink a nice coffee-flavored coffee? Can we get a replay on the... Yeah, let's just double check one last time. What language are we checking?
So you go into Hebrew.
Nothing like Hebrew mystic runes to start my blue-collar day to get away from my big wife. True. I hate when I go to the career fair and well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, where is she right now? Like, she has all these, like, science fair foldouts and stuff. She's in a room with what looks like drywall behind her. There's just this lady just chilling back here. It looks like it is a career fair. Maybe she's hiring, like, an assistant? I don't know if anybody's looking for a job, but I'll stick to based Agarthan Celsius. Kids these days don't know about coffee-flavored coffee. Show the Monarch one should be the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, that was very disturbing. Monarch Monster. Oh, there appears to be a TV show. This is called Revelation of the Method, actually. So they're clear as day, 666 in Hebrew. The cross. Let's just make this bigger. The cross. Which you turn upside down? Come on, people. Yeah, but didn't Red Bull come from Asians? Isn't the Red Bull guy German? Isn't his name like Rudolf Hitler or something? When I saw there was a stream, I came. Let's go. Comic-Con, Christian Con 2013. I'm hoping to see her at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo this weekend. I wonder if she's single. Wait, where was it? Oh, there we go. That'd be awesome if you see because I mean, there's only so much you can fit into a 1 minute long short. I'm sure she's got a lot more information on demonic symbols in Monster Energy drink. Comic-Con is the main hub of monster drinkers. She's there, grabbing the devil by the throat. True. Whoa, suddenly I'm thirsty for the monster. I wouldn't go into the Hark Herald room later if I was you. Red Bull is a finely tuned Swiss product. Okay. Juice of bodies, blood, baby blood, adrenochrome. Sinister stuff. Sinister stuff. That's a Chris Nuke falling. Red Bull is Austrian. Okay. The mark of the beast is supposed to be obvious. It's not something that will sneak up on you. Maybe the woman is a prophet. Well, you know, I've always just had a generally bad feeling about energy drinks. Monster, maybe specifically. They do call me Dwight Monster, but I don't drink the drinks. Most energy drinks have a soda base, but Red Bull has a medicine base. It does taste like medicine. That is true. When are we getting Private Eye Newsy Hugh again? I'm fiending for answers to the unknown. Oh, that is doable. You're right. This is a Noid stream. One sec. Good call. Maybe that's what the Noid streams have been lacking of late. I haven't been wearing the correct hat hat styles. Red Bull was an Asian drink that had meth in it. A Swiss guy tried it, liked it, and brought the brand. Interesting. Juice Wish, that's what I call the Nike logo. Swiss, more like Juice. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going backwards there. I have an addiction to energy drinks. I like coffee and tea, just coffee-flavored coffee, coffee-flavored tea, keeping it classic style. I can't handle the slander. I'm taking my energy drink dollars elsewhere. It's unfortunate. Seems like everybody's into energy drinks these days. Probably has something to do with Hebrew runes. I wouldn't know. I can remember having Red Bull in Thailand decades ago. That was a syrupy sort of cobra blood-based product. Wow. That's somewhat sinister. Is there anything more to go on the monster being demonic runes, or is it kind of just the just the logo?
Candy, but this candy, people from different walks of life pray over these candies. Witchcraft, they pray over the candies. You knock on people's door, you don't know the person that you're not gonna know she's a witch. Okay, you don't know she's a witch, she's doing Wicca, she's practicing New Age, and you knock on her door and you coming in legal rights of this witch or this wall, or this person's practicing this stuff, giving you this kind of candy. Mm-hmm. Now you taking that stuff home, you put that stuff into your body. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, on the vein said, out of his mouth, you know, he was the ruler of the Church of Satan, mm-hmm. right? Out of his mouth, he said, I want to thank every Christian parent for allowing their child to celebrate Halloween one time a year.
You heard it here, folks. In my mind, every energy drink besides Red Bull is for sloppy wiggers. Yeah. We got circed and addicted to energy drinks. Coincidence? Yeah, that could be. That could be the case. So do we have no coffee? Am I the only coffee drinker in the entire Chrome Boys community? Everyone else is on energy drinks? The only energy drink I need is beer. I'd say the design is intentional. At least the 666 plus the cross plus Unleash the Beast. Oh, yeah, Unleash the Beast. Oh, yeah, I guess that's their logo for elsewhere, but true. This guy sounds like a reliable narrator. Yeah, this guy, I mean, it's hard to say it without being mean, but I feel like if you're trying to make points...
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, on the vein said, out of his mouth, you know, he's
you need to not...
ruler of the Church of Satan, right? Mm-hmm. Out of his mouth. Doing Wicca, she's practicing New Age, and you
need to not have whatever this accent is. I apologize if that's half of you guys. Anton LaVey, totally real guy. Wait, is he fake? Is Anton LaVey not a real guy? I feel like the Church of Satan seems like just kind of phony. Who said not to stop futzing? Look how perfect these gesticulations are working right at this angle. The Church of Satan just seems like a sort of weird libtard front kind of thing. I drink coffee based. Energy drink is J Magic, real. Oh, that's right, wrong button. I drink coffee as well, based. Red Bull sucks, though, man, I'm sorry I had to try to like it. Yeah, I just don't like energy drinks. I drink coffee because people tell me to. Let's go. I do coffee in the morning every day, then Celsius while at work. And Adderall. Oh, you're staying up. Yeah, I drink coffee first, and then tea in the middle of the day, and then I close it off with a nice cool Hyperborean soda. I do coffee for taste in the morning, then caffeine pills, Doesn't Adderall cause tinnitus? I don't know what that is. Doesn't sound good. No, just Anton LaVey would be third mic on Red Scare if he was born today. That's probably true. If you got Venus, then tinnitus ain't a problem. LaVey's daughter is totally not Taylor Swift. Church of Satan is just atheism for edgelords. Yeah, at least like the official one. That does kind of seem... It seems like it's basically a slightly more coordinated, like Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster Reddit type thing. Maybe that's a front. Maybe I'm being tricked. That's what it seems like. In Australia, we have iced coffee called Dare Iced Coffee Intense that has 52 milligrams per 100 milliliters, mogging Red Bull's 30 milligrams. That sounds good. Like, comes in a can. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just like normal hot coffee. Like, we have all those coffee flavored energy drinks, but they're like thick like syrup. It's horrendous. Australia is also majority Muslim and Somali. Goblin. We are kind of pot calling the kettle black there. There, Gobbo, my man. Remember when Panera casually dropped an energy lemonade that killed a dude? Yes, that was awesome. Actually, okay, just a second. I don't want to dox anybody, but Ben, where was this picture? Let me just pull up this picture. It was somewhat interesting. Speaking of... Just a second. This is the link between where they keep the Sumerian goat demon that invented the atomic bomb and the Obama obelisk. And look what else is right by the Sumerian goat demon, the Sumerian manticore. Still hungry for Panera? Goblin keeping it real. Som Australia. The worst part was that was almost an advertisement because my first thought was I needed to try that lemonade. Yeah, I don't think we even have Panera here. One of those strange restaurants that kind of boggles my mind. Like, it's just a place that sells bread and lemonade that kills you. Like, based alert. Why did the Jews not block my notification for this stream? This means war. I don't know, man. Probably the same reason they futzed with my car battery on Sunday. They thought they could stop us, but guess what? They failed. Whoa, what a pull. I mean, that seemed notable to me because right here we have the Obamalisk. Here we have the Sumerian Demon Museum, and right next to it is a frickin' Panera. Come on, people. That's exactly what Panera is. It's Panera is the only fast food restaurant where you don't need to keep your head on a swivel. What is like Panera bread menu? Because it's not just bread. Hey, it's like things that have bread. It's looking like soups and mac salads. Oh, so it's like fancy Subway. Yeah, you get like sandwiches and soup and stuff. Oh, okay. That's kind of that's decent. Plus, you can get a lemonade that may or may not kill you, which is kind of awesome. Panera was marketed as a healthy fast food spot, but in the last couple of years, all the restaurants copied their sleaze. Panera bread is honestly lovely. Bread and things that go in bread, based. And soup. That actually sounds decent. Yo, what's up, Time Child? Welcome to Solemn Sunday Thursday, the Noided Little Boys, True Crime for Boys Noid stream. Pan the Goat God. Well, listen, I didn't have anything against Panera until, it was sort of revealed that They're literally keeping Sumerian goat demons at Panera right next to the Obamalisk. Like, let's just put the pieces together here, people. Mr. Sub is greater than Subway. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had Mr. Sub, to be honest. Subway sucks ass, though. You can basically, any place that has a sandwich is going to be better than Subway. I still eat that shit, though. Subway's not happy at me. I'll still eat that garbage. Brother in Chrome. Panera killed a lady with how strong their energy drink was. Can you still get the energy drink? That's all I'm asking. Era of the Goat God. Satan. Disturbing stuff. Panera went down once they got bought out by Yum Brands and pulled into their food service network. I don't know. What is Yum? Does Yum Brands, are they the ones who tanked Burger King? I think they might be the ones who own Tim Hortons. I don't know. Somebody bought Tim Hortons and now it sucks ass. It's a national disgrace. Pan the Throat Goat. You get the pick 2 with the veggie Mediterranean and the corn chowder in a bread bowl with a side of chips. $40. Jesus Christ. That better be some good ass corn chowder. Cause that's just too much, frankly. Popping in to say sup. I'm sick off sushi because it's my kid's birthday. Based sushi enjoyer. Actually, I feel like I can eat basically. I've never had so much sushi that I was like couldn't eat more, if that makes sense. There's always like more space for sushi. You know, it's very light, Japanese, optimized. But yes, feel better. That sounds awesome. Panera might be the 9th gate. I need to add the 9th gate to the Kino Essentials list. I like that movie. Very sinister, noidy stuff. Not for everybody. Subway gives you worms. Yeah, Subway fucking sucks. I refuse to pay another person to make me a sandwich. Yeah, I make a lot of sandwiches myself, but sometimes I'll get one. There's a local place called Faro that has a banging breakfast sandwich I get somewhat regularly. I had it. It was mid, unless it's a Lady Ben. The sushi place, I just not paying for a sandwich is the food I can make as a child. Panera Corporate is getting outsourced to India as we speak. That's unfortunate. I've never had enough sushi to be full. That shit is expensive. Same, I can always make room for more sushi. Yeah. Meant to say the restaurant I just left was staffed exclusively by robots. Oh, okay. Isn't that like how Hot Pot works? Like your food comes on a little, like a robot brings it? Hugh, what are your thoughts on the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? It's a good song. I don't know a ton about the actual boat, though, to be honest. I know it's a piece of Canadian lore, but I mainly just know the Gordon Lightfoot song, which is excellent. Is The Fifth Element on the movie list? No, but it could be on there. I'll have to... Somebody remind me after the stream, because we have Fifth Element, and there was another one that I've already forgotten. I'm not going to remember what they are. Ninth Gate. Somebody remind me later. That movie is good. John Depp acting well in that one. What, Fifth Element? Oh, Johnny Depp. Yes, Ninth Gate. Yes, good movie, good picture, sinister stuff. I want to apologize. It was Jab Holdings, not Yum Brands. But them forcing them to change their food service supplier is correct. Yeah, many such cases. The Brazilians, I'm assuming they're Brazilian. The Brazilians get a hold of a nationally beloved restaurant and everything goes to shit. Many such cases. Tim Hortons, prime example. I am Russian, yet only desire Mexican food and never have desire for the Chinese. Perhaps genetic memory of Mongolian avoidance. Probably. Because my understanding was for several hundred years, the Golden Horde forced your people to eat exclusively pineapple chicken, sweet and sour pork, things such as this. Austin Powers 2, great picture. That is on the list. That one I know is on the list.
Whoa!
Ooh, I didn't know I had that. That's awesome.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Whoa!
Matt and Shane, refugees, asking about Edmund Fitzgerald. Fun Edmund Fitzgerald fact, the song is long. It is a long-ass song. I actually don't know shit about it. Let's, I think it was like a shipwreck where they were trying to explore the, like the north. Oh, Great Lakes. It was an American Great Lakes freighter that sank in Lake Superior during... Oh, it was 1975. Okay, I'm thinking of... What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the one where it was some, like, expedition to, like, the North Pole that crashed. The Titanic... No, not the Titanic. There's a different one. They just, like... I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. If I'm being real, I don't really have an opinion on the Edmund Fitzgerald beyond the song. The Terror. Oh, maybe it's the Terror. That could be. You're thinking of the Titanic. And it's a different one. Yeah. Maybe it's the Terror, and it's some like Captain something, and they were going. Trying to find the Northwest Passage or the North Pole or whatever, and they sank. They sank, and they all froze to death. Though the Titanic, another quality ship. We all love the Titanic. It's kind of surprising for such a sort of macho, male-dominated community that we're all such big fans of James Cameron's The Titanic, but here we are. It's just how it is. Sorry, I only know about ships being sank by our greatest ally. I'm not even really sure what that's in reference to. We'll just move along. You got Titanic Void Brain, the HMS Cerberus, and the HMS Terror. In other words, the Franklin Expedition. Thank you. That was the term I was looking for. There was a key world banking figures aboard the Edmund Fitzgerald. Why were there key world banking figures on a Great Lakes freighter going across Lake Superior, carrying Taco Night? Strange. That's sinister stuff. What was that ship with Jack and Rose? I think that was the one going to the North Pole. Yeah, it was the Franklin Expedition. When the Chrome Boys watch that movie, it's called Guytanic. So true. Terror Season 1 should probably be on the Kino list. Unfortunately, it got voided in Season 2. Is that a show about the boat? That's interesting. I Am a Girl. That's crazy. If I was a key world banking figure, I'd never go on a boat again. Yeah, I mean, if I was a key world banking figure, I would not be hauling Taco Night between Duluth to Toledo. I would simply do something else. The Banks guys were the Titanic. Yeah. Well, there was a lot on the Titanic. They had a second Manticore aboard the ship. Oh my! I survived 1947 Operation High Jump, and all I got was this lousy shirt. Based. Beautiful. You ever see that list of dudes that were supposed to be on the Titanic? The ones that didn't go at the last minute? No, I have not. That's interesting. Oh, what? J.P. Morgan. Examples of people who missed the Titanic. J.P. Morgan, the financier, canceled his passage just days before the voyage and removed his art from the cargo. Henry Clay Frick, he and his wife were delayed when she sprained her. I don't know who that is. Guglielmo Marconi, the inventor of the radio. Okay. John R. Mott, Milton S. Hershey, Lord Peary, and Edgar Selwyn. Wow. I mean, that's somewhat interesting. Some individuals claim they had a premonition or that delays prevented them from boarding. Because there were some pretty heavy hitters who were on the Titanic. I don't know. I don't remember, but there was a couple of them for sure. There's the Guggenheim. I think the world's richest man was on the Titanic, or someone who was very very wealthy. Interesting though. I heard that Larry Silverstein was going to be on the Titanic, but yeah, he famously took out an enormous insurance policy on the Titanic the day before, and every other trip that the Titanic took he had been on, so it's very suspicious stuff. Yeah, Lucky Larry they call him. Then look at who was on Jekyll Island to start the Federal Reserve Act. Federal Reserve, Jekyll Island. Wait, is it going to be a bunch of the same people? Okay, this is 1910. That's not spelled right. Guests. So it's kind of sinister they did it on Jekyll Island of all places. Six. That's a number we've heard before. If you'll recall, each one of these is 6 in Hebrew, if you'll recall. Okay, the 6 key attendees. Nelson Aldrich. I'm pretty sure that's a Dark Souls 3 demon boss. That's probably not a coincidence. J.P. Morgan's nose always gives me a good chuckle. It's powerful. Yeah, that's a money getta face right there. Some of the guys that were against the Federal Reserve Act were the ones that died on the Titanic. Well, okay, but that much later, because the Titanic was. Wait, when was the Titanic? Wasn't it several years later? Oh no, it was only 2 years later. For some reason, I was thinking it was 1917. Interesting. I'm not too pilled on the Federal Reserve. I'm sure it's all sorts of sinister ass stuff, but I don't know much about it. But yeah, we have Nelson Aldrich, A. Piat Andrew, Frank Vanderlip, Henry Davison, Paul Warburg, Arthur Shelton. The Federal Reserve creation also featured the Rothschild family. Well, there's a name we've heard before. Funny how they keep turning up on everything. Or was that the gold standard or banking system? Probably all of them. Look up Prussian Soldier Trivium and General Education Board. Prussian Soldier Trivium? General Education Board. I'm not sure what this is. I can't wait to see Yeah, he's been practicing. He's already got all the prosthetics he needs, so he's all ready. JP Morgan edited his photos. You got to look for unedited. Wait, this is an edited one? Because he looks kind of funny there already. Duh. Buh. It was inflamed and purple due to rhinopimphima. Oh, wow. Come on. Come on. That's crazy. That is. Am I in the way there? I might be in the way a little bit. That's a little much, frankly. That is a little much. Titanic was in the 70s in Lake Superior. JP Morgan Perp L nose. Yeah, that is wild. It's it really hits different from the side, frankly. Oh, this is The Gilded Age. My mom's been telling me that's a good show. I might check it out. Apparently it's like Downton Abbey, so it's probably really good. He had one of those big chewed up bubblegum noses and would go postal on people about it. What are you gonna do if you got a big purple bubblegum nose? You know, you kind of got to just deal with it. So what's going on at Cementland? Is this like straight up a theme park? Cement factory turned amusement park. That's pretty cool. Which one of these is going to be the best?
How you feeling about the staircase so far?
This one, Robert. Structurally unsound.
This is unexplored territory for me. We are back at Cementland today. Here with Jordan and
Thank you, John. Have a good night. Have a good solemn Sunday, Thursday.
we already saw one homeless person, so that's cool.
Second vid is the best. Okay. This one.
In a way, I'm sort of
Don't want to be caught defending fiat currency in chat. Yeah. Do you know about the Kowloon Walled City? Yeah, I know a bit about it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, in my opinion.
jealous of music because music surrounds.
This place looks kind of awesome, to be honest.
It can like overpower you and change your attitude, your mood. And so what I've attempted to do is sort of something like a Stravinsky symphony is build this space where you become the sculpture is the surroundings, and you walk through the middle of it so that all your senses are affected. And so what we've done is decided to build things only out of found objects, not because it saves you any money, but it forces you to use things that you ordinarily wouldn't use. Oh yeah, I'm working on a big project that'll sort of shrink this to insignificance. In a way, this building here was the world's largest shoe company, and I've acquired what was at one time the world's largest cement factory, which is this 53-acre giant industrial wasteland playground.
A mad genius, a revolutionary project, and a controversial murder.
The City Museum.
Is the story of the inspiring rise and tragic demise of St. Louis's greatest lost attraction.
Is this like the least fucked up and decayed thing in St. Louis?
And real estate developer Bob Casserly acquired the Missouri Portland Cement Factory, 55 acres of abandoned industrial property in North St. Louis, ripe with potential. Casserly saw what he could do with the Riverside factory and bought the property, making it the site of his future magnum opus. This was not Casserly's first run-in with repurposing derelict properties. About a decade prior, he transformed an old shoe factory building into what is now the City Museum.
So is this like Noided or just cool? 'Cause I think the cement land looks kind of awesome, to be honest. It's too bad it didn't pan out.
Multi-level jungle gym of interactive sculptures, slides, caves, tree houses, and much more.
Like this looks awesome, frankly. I hope there's not some sinister Noidism about it, because it looks just kind of sick, to be honest. I like how like dangerous it looks. City Museum is where we should have the Chrome Con. It's maybe the coolest spot in America. Yeah, after we check out Cementland, we'll look into that, because I really do like this guy's swag.
City Museum, Castley wanted to go bigger and create a destination even more ambitious.
It's Noided what happened. Okay, we'll look into that after.
Medieval castle elements, water slides that cascaded down through metal bins, interactive sculptures of fantastical creatures, extensive trails and tunnels, and even a 250-foot tall smokestack to throw rocks off of. All built in and around existing factory buildings. To top it all off, Castley planned to partner with the state to create a conservation center along the edge of the Mississippi, along with a restaurant and observation deck on a trestle extending out into the river.
It's Noided. Okay, the Noided what happened. Okay, we're gonna have to look into that. City Museum is Kino Overload. Yeah. I mean, this guy's swag. I like how it's like a. I feel like when I was a kid and still now that I'm an adult, I would really enjoy some theme park that's like a sort of Mad Max industrial, drowned god wasteland thing. It looks awesome. The guy Bob stopped a man from destroying a Renaissance statue of Jesus draped across Mother Mary's lap while visiting Europe. Based. Bob Castley. Okay, we'll investigate more after this. This is cool as fuck.
This menagerie of reused materials was to be creatively assembled to form what could be the next big attraction in St. Louis, and it would be called Cementland.
They had to stop him, though. It was just too real.
Bob Castley described his future masterpiece as a giant art installation you can play in. Anti-elitist. He felt that art had alienated people, and what he was working on would bring them together. During Cementland's construction...
No, Hexagon, I have not seen your personal theory in chat. I don't think I missed it. I don't know. I have not seen it. It might be running afoul of some sort of filter or something, but I've not noticed that.
Bob Castley and his team brought warehouses of used materials and scooped mountains of dirt to form the Missouri Portland Cement Factory into a marvel of creative brilliance. Castley was seen nearly every day on site, moving dirt around with his bulldozer. His commitment to seeing his projects through, no matter how outlandish
Norwood
they may have
King
seemed, was truly commendable.
Is that City Museum?
To understand Cementland, we have to take a step back to a previous project of a similar nature,
Cool as fuck too.
the City Museum. On paper, the place is absolutely insane. No one, except for Bob Castley, could have brought to reality the complexity and intricacy of the space. To those unfamiliar, the City Museum appears to be complete chaos. No amount of maps or directories would it be able to clearly navigate someone through the vast, multi-level maze of tunnels, tree houses, caverns, and slides that pack the old shoe factory building like neuron pathways in a brain.
Damn, that's so swag.
As someone spends more time there, though, the layout and planning shine through. Only by crawling around and getting lost for hours can one start to piece together the genius of the ever-evolving space. The The City Museum was a smashing success, and still is for tourists and locals alike looking to share in the magic. Bob Castley believed that his next passion project
This is
would
some
be even grander
some Midwest
and more
excellence
elaborate
here
endeavor
for
than the
sure.
first. One can imagine the excitement of longtime fans of the City Museum hearing about a new Castley project in development. One that could be beneficial to the local economy and provide a fun new experience for people of all ages. But not everyone seemed to be in favor of the artist-turned-property developer. On the morning of Monday, September 26, 2011, Bob Castley was found dead at Cementland, slumped inside the cabin of a bulldozer. The bulldozer had tipped while Castley was moving dirt and had rolled down a hill, fatally injuring him. At least that's what the initial police report and press wrapped his death up to be, a tragic accident. However, from the start, there were discrepancies surrounding the case. No time of death was ever established, and the medical examiner's office still had the case open.
Why did they feel the need to take out Bob Castley, I wonder? Maybe that's the question we should be asking. The first time I was ever able to appreciate the scenery was the City Museum when I was 11 years old. I stayed at the top staring out into the night city listening to Vaporwave. Oh, that sounds awesome.
While the police had closed it. For years, the story of Castley's death being an accident remained the explanation, but his family held suspicions that something more had happened. In 2016, they hired medical expert Dr. Arthur Combs to investigate the case further. He examined the wounds that were found on Castley's body, along with the bulldozer that supposedly killed him. After analyzing photos of the crime scene and studies of bulldozer deaths, the conclusion was made that what had happened to Bob Castley was no accident. The nature of his wounds were more akin to those found in beatings.
We got an expert opinion coming in here. He died from flipping a bulldozer driving down a hill. That is a very difficult task to do. I have operated several dozers of different sizes cutting drains on sharp angles. Okay, so foul play confirmed. Bob Castley was apparently like Tony Soprano, where he would burn bridges with everyone he worked with. It could have been anyone, to be honest. I mean, I feel like when you're like a mega brain genius guy, it's you make a lot of enemies. Hexagon, I read your theory, and I think you're onto something. YouTube might be censoring it, though. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not seeing it on my end here. I guess other people can see it in the chat, or is it in the Discord? Okay, yeah, no, this didn't come through. Let me see. I can see it on Discord here. My self-made conspiracy. Africa, they have big dick because of big asses, and we are animals built to fucking doggy. The women got fat, men evolved, Asians have small ass and small cock. Much to consider. Much to consider there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Discord, or YouTube rather, was blocking that.
Could not have been caused by anything inside the cabin of the bulldozer. What had been considered bad luck for years was now confirmed to be nothing other than a murder. The question
Sorry, I missed him confirming it was a murder.
And could not have been caused by anything inside the cabin of the bulldozer. What had been considered bad luck for years was now confirmed to be nothing other than a murder. The question remains, who could have carried out the act, robbing St. Louis of such a beloved figure?
That is the question.
Bob Castley's passing brought the ongoing construction of Cementland to a dead stop. With no one stepping forward to pick up the reins on the past decade of hard work and continue with his vision, Cementland was left abandoned.
BWC is growing just as Pogs are growing too. Yeah, no, that is a truth nuke. There's a truth nuke. A truth acorn incoming. So now it's just like this sort of ruins, eh?
Castley's death not only left Cementland, but also his wife, Melissa Giovanni Castley, and his daughter, Daisy. In a St. Louis Post-Dispatch article, Castley's daughter reportedly said that she had been told not to discuss the future of Cementland, and his wife did not return calls. The property sat in an extended probate for years, without any news on the fate of Cementland. The most recent development on the status of Castley's final project was an auction in May of 2022, where the property was sold for a little over $700,000. The prospect of Cementland ever reaching completion as the revolutionary attraction that it was once to become is grim, as the buyers of the site will most likely use it for industrial purposes. The site's strategic location next to the Mississippi River, along with the waterfront access, make it a valuable resource for shipping companies.
Many
Since
suspects.
the untimely death of Bob Castley and the abandonment of Cementland, the site has become a popular destination for young people seeking to explore what was completed. Even while Castley and his team were constructing Cementland, people were occasionally found on the property. Castley once let a local band record a music video there. While guards and police have been known to check in on the property and hand out citations to trespassers, videos, photos, and tips for breaking in continue to pop up online.
Looks so cool.
The magical lure of the cement factory speaks to the potential that it had, and how popular it would have been if given the chance to come to completion. It seems only right that time and time again, people come and take the risk to sneak onto the property and see it for themselves. After all, Bob's vision for Cementland was a place where you'll be able to do all the things that were normally illegal. Do all the things kids used to sneak into a plant to do, looking for adventure.
Damn, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to look up the City Museum here. City Museum, St. Louis. Frick, big cement, real. 53 minutes before I'm done my shift. Let's go. 53 more minutes doing cock and ball torture on homeless people as punishment for not acting right. I went there on Halloween. I have a few photos and videos. I'll take more when I go back. It wasn't hard to get into. It looks awesome. I miss the days when some old rich dude would just build a thing he thought was cool. Yeah, no doubt. Bro, look up Maximilien de Lafayette. Find his honors. It's insane to read. I bought a few books by him, but I do not believe a person can achieve so much without there being some insane stuff going on. Maximilien de Lafayette. Maximilien de Lafayette. Not. Oh, what? That's not Wikipedia. Does this guy not have a Wikipedia page? Okay, we'll look on. Lafayette wrote 4 lexicons/dictionaries, 127 books, 8 encyclopedias, 32 books on extraterrestrials and Anunnaki. He was commissioned by Yale University to translate into Arabic. The White House drafted the new constitution of Iraq. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Why doesn't he have does he not have a Wikipedia page? Oh, he's got a rational wiki page. Cement factory beef with bulldozer owners/operators at this stage is well documented. Yes, Hugh, that's exactly it. That guy got too many names. City Museum does feel like it's on a ley line node. Yeah, shit, where was City Museum? What was that guy's name? Bob Cassidy?
The City Museum is one of the most unique places in the world. Located in downtown St. Louis, this place has elements of playgrounds, amusement parks, history museums, arcades, and aquariums. This place spans multiple levels, both indoors and outdoors. I've been here 3 different times, and I know I still haven't seen everything. There isn't another place quite like it, and in this review, I'll explain why it should be on your bucket list. Artist Bob Castley founded the City Museum in
Castley.
1997. Castley converted a former shoe factory into this eclectic exhibition of
This is the first time I've ever had the slightest inkling of a desire to check out St. Louis, I'll be real.
art and activity. This was his brainchild. The museum has constantly evolved over the past 2.5 decades, adding new exhibits, areas, and features. Today, the museum spans 10 stories and also features 2 different outdoor areas, Monstro City by the main entrance and the roof section. Castley tried to recapture the
Yes,
magic
this
with
is the cement
Cementland.
factory guy.
This park in northern St. Louis would have
Ooh, it's got
featured giant
tunnels.
concrete structures and old machinery turned into art while also incorporating interactive exhibits. But Castley tragically died during the park's creation and it has since gone abandoned. Ever since 2019,
I like this
the
guy.
City
This guy's
Museum
voice sucks. Bob Castley murder. Cementland. Ooh, this one is somebody going to be doing parkour? Let's just real quick here. Cementland parkour. And that doesn't look like it's at Cementland. I just want to see guys doing parkour and vape tricks at Cementland. Is that too much to ask? Last time I went, they big fish tanks where you dip your hands in and the fish come and nibble your hands. That's awesome. Gotta close some windows here. Safari Club, Chili Town, Monster. Where was your Halloween candy? Might be cursed. What happened to Cementland? Or wait, are all these videos playing? The Life and Times of Immortal. Okay. I left all these videos playing. Ooh, rare lost interview. Oh, we think we watched some of that already. Well, that's very cool. That's very cool. I wish there was a video of somebody doing parkour around there. I think that would be awesome. Let's see what else is going on. Halloween candy is cursed. Monster energy drink is cursed. The Epic of Gilgamesh. What do we want to look into? Let's see what a chronovisor is. Leaked films from the Vatican Secret Archive reveal never before seen images of the chronovisor. This is seeming pretty.
Chronovisor was invented by Father Pellegrino Ernetti in the 1950s, an Italian priest who claimed that the device allowed him to see and hear events from the past. Ernetti collaborated with a team of scientists and technicians to build the chronovisor, which allegedly used a complex system of antennas and cathode ray tubes to capture and display historical events. There are claims that it was used to witness the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and the last words of Napoleon Bonaparte. Ernetti's own conflicting accounts of the device's capabilities have cast doubt on its existence. Despite the mystery and skepticism surrounding the chronovisor, its story remains an intriguing part of scientific and technological history.
Sorry, have you ever heard of the phantom time hypothesis? I have not. Is that similar to the chronovisor? It sounds cool. Phantom time. Okay, so these are real chronovisor videos, guys. Simon, what What does the chronovisor do? Yeah, because right now we're maybe jumping ahead. What does it do? I don't know. I think it's a thing that a Vatican priest invented that's like a TV that lets you look into the past, which is how he was able to get this video of Simón Bolívar in the 1820s. But yeah, I think it's like a remote viewing portal thing. Christopher Columbus, okay. See energy back in time. They saw Jesus' life. It lets you play shitty games. Yeah, man, you can play Doom on that shit. Wow. What does it say at the bottom? Telegram Desperador de la Matrix. Wait, Agarthan music? The guy who invented the chronovisor was also the #1 exorcist in Venice. Dude, it got Snake on it. Sounds pretty badass. Yeah, we'll watch like an overview. Leonardo da Vinci, because we're starting with the hard evidence, the proof, and then we'll do a little overview after once we've established, as we already have, that it's 100% real. It'd be awesome if they didn't have the TikTok watermark on these, I gotta say, but what are you gonna do? This is the big one. He's white. Let's go. I don't like how the frame rate is changing based on how old the video is supposed to be. Yeah. I mean, it's relaying cathode rays across time and space, so there's bound to be some irregularities. This is the music that that's true, it is really far in the, yeah, exactly, it's very far in the past. This is the music I hear in my head when I drunk drive to McDonald's at 4 a.m. to buy 3 McChickens. Real. This is convincing me to retake Judea. So true. Would film have captured Jesus? Well, this isn't on film. This is on Chrono. So Chrono, maybe, perhaps. I mean, that's definitely Simón Bolívar. That's for sure. Let's find a like a bit of an overview on the chronovisor. It's through the eyes of an ancestor. That would make sense. That would make sense. Oh, right. This is VHF. Yeah. But yeah, that would make sense. It's sort of, if anyone's seen the Da Vinci Code, they're tracing through bloodlines or something. Okay, this one's an hour and a half long. So we'll hold off on that for now. We'll watch this 14-minute one.
Vatican City is an inspirational place. Vatican City is an...
What's the float down? That's cool. I gotta start doing that.
Vatican City...
VHF is a bandwidth for analog TV. It was a good joke. I believe you. I'm sorry I'm too stupid to get that. I really like this float down move, though.
Vatican City is an inspirational place. You don't need to be Catholic or even religious to appreciate the architecture, the art, and the city's historical significance. But there is a place within the Vatican that's rarely seen. Hidden beneath the city is an underground fortress, inaccessible to the public and protected by armed guards and state-of-the-art security. The secret Apostolic Archives. Within the stone and steel reinforced walls,
they probably have some crazy shit in there.
Rooms and over 50 miles of shelves. And on those shelves are countless texts, relics, and artifacts collected by the church for over 1,000 years. And one of the most intriguing objects hidden in the archive is called the chronovisor, a device that can view events anywhere and any time in history. And for years, its existence was just a rumor. No proof of the chronovisor was ever found. But a book released by a Vatican priest would change all that. Let's find out why. Pellegrino Ernetti was a scientist, world-class authority on music, and a scholar. He spoke several languages, he dabbled in electronics, physics, and even the occult arts. He also happened to be a Benedictine monk. Now, whether by luck or by fate, Father Pellegrino Ernetti found himself in the company of Francois Brune, a priest from France. And they were sharing a ferry ride down the Grand Canal in Venice. The water was calm and the trip was long, so the men struck up a conversation. And they shared a love of languages, science, and history. And they were discussing different interpretations of the Bible when Ernetti interrupted. "There's nothing to interpret," Ernetti said. "It's possible to see what actually happened, to see the truth with your own eyes." Now, Brune thought Ernetti was joking or being rhetorical. He wasn't. Ernetti spoke of a device he had worked on hidden in the deepest, most secret levels of the Vatican
Evant? Or possibly Evan T. Welcome to Solemn Sunday Thursday. The Smart Little Boys, True Crime for Boys, Noid stream.
You can't travel anywhere with the chronovisor, but you can program it to show you certain events on a screen, like a television.
Yeah, boy, you can stream anything these days.
Now, Francois Brune was stunned by the story.
I don't love his annoying orange goldfish, I'll be real.
Ernetti was well-read, well-educated, and well-respected in the church. He was not one for exaggeration. Yet Ernetti claimed to have heard speeches by Napoleon and Mussolini. He visited ancient Rome, and Ernetti was amazed that Cicero was as captivating a speaker as history claimed.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, general of the Felix legions, and loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius. Father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance, in this life or the next. Are you not entertained?
I'm not. Anyway, Brune wanted to know about the events in the Bible. Did they really happen? It's all true, Ernetti said. He had seen the final days of Jesus, including his crucifixion. He saw the creation of the 10 Commandments, the Last Supper, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and everything in the Bible. Now, Brune was obviously skeptical. Even though Ernetti was intelligent and talented, he didn't have the skill and knowledge needed to build this kind of device. And Ernetti agreed that he couldn't build the chronovisor himself. He had help. In 1952, Father Pellegrino Ernetti was working on a project at the Catholic University of Milan. And being an expert in early Christian music, he was studying and restoring tape recordings of Gregorian chants. And while listening to one of the tapes, the school's founder, Father Agostino Gemelli, was convinced he heard his father's voice, even though his father was dead at the time of the recording. But what Gemelli heard was not his dead father relaying some profound message to his son from beyond the grave. What he heard was more mundane. His father arguing with someone over the price of shoe wax. Gemelli's father was a cobbler who made and sold shoes. And Gemelli thought he'd been given a gift from God, but Ernetti wondered if there was a scientific reason for this, that the sights and sounds of people in the past somehow continued to
Nice hard
exist
bell pick
long
in the back.
after they happened.
Nice touch.
And if they did, could
Multiples,
they be detected?
actually. Same thing over there.
Well, it does. And this technology is not that different from what we now call EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena. And since Gemelli was president of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences, he was able to fund a project to explore the possibility of listening or seeing events.
Interesting stuff. First, chronovisors. Something to do with Elon Musk. Let's see what this guy's got on.
Today, on the Mysteria Archive, we're delving into the chronovisor conspiracy. Did the Vatican steal our history with their secret time machine? Buckle up. Imagine if history wasn't what we think it is. Imagine if a powerful secret organization, not a rogue government or shadowy cabal, but the Vatican itself, had a device capable of peering into the past, or even altering it. What if they had used this device to erase inconvenient truths, to rewrite religious history, or even to prevent a future catastrophe that we'll never even know about? Well, according to an Italian priest, a team of top scientists, and a handful of conspiracy theorists, such a device did exist. It was called the chronovisor, and it might just be the most dangerous piece of technology never revealed to the public. But was it real? Or was it an elaborate hoax designed to mislead? And if it did exist, was it destroyed, hidden away, or even...
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those. What else we got here? Okay. Oh, this one's 54 minutes long. I was curious about this. It's about the Illuminati bloodlines. An obsessive detail. What are we thinking? Illuminati bloodlines. I kind of want to check. Let's watch a little bit of the Illuminati bloodline stuff. Look up the last castrato, Alessandro Morschi. Oh, phantom time hypothesis. Yeah, let's look into that. Okay, we got phantom time hypothesis. And then, what was the other thing? Alessandro Morschi. The last, God, imagine being the last castrato. Okay, phantom time hypothesis. Phantom time hypothesis is a pseudo-historical, that's editorializing, theory that claims the period from AD 614 to 911 was fabricated to place the year AD 1000 at a special point in history. Proposed by Heribert Illig in 1991, the hypothesis suggests that Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II... Oh, I'm pretty sure Pope Sylvester is the one who made a deal with the devil, and he had like the brazen demon head. That is an interesting connection. The Y-File sucks. I hate that he is that much of a Besserwisher that he just has to debunk every topic at the end of the video. Why can't he just let people have fun with their thoughts? Stefan, oh, does he always debunk at the end of it? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't, I don't know. His vibe wasn't quite doing it for me. So I'm pretty sure Pope Sylvester was the one, yeah, okay, he was the one. Oh, that's an interesting connection, because he was the one who made a deal with the devil, and I think was the one who had the brazen head that was like a mechanical head that would answer all his questions, yes or no. So I feel like it adds some credence to the theory if he was involved, because we've already confirmed, true, real, that he was involved in some rather sinister stuff. Let's continue. The hypothesis suggests that Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II altered history by forging documents to create a phantom time of 297 years, including the non-existent Charlemagne. This theory is widely rejected by historians, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's interesting. Let's look more into that. The phantom time. Oh, what's up, Sarah? Welcome back to Solemn Sunday Thursday, the Smart Little Boys True Crime Noid stream. Let's debunk this right now. I'm more interested in doing the opposite of debunking it, actually. Because what year would it be if it was 297 years earlier than it appeared? And the non-existent Charlemagne. That's crazy. Okay, so that's what we already read. I don't think we can. It's real. Yeah, trick question. You can't. So, pseudo-historical conspiracy theory to fabricate the Anno Domini. Sorry, I'm having a real hard time reading non-normal words today. The Anno Domini dating system. Dating's weird, huh? Retroactively, in order to place them at the special year of AD 1000 and to rewrite history, to legitimize Otto's claim to the Holy Roman Empire. Illig believed that this was achieved through the alteration, misrepresentation, and forgery of documentary and physical evidence. According to this scenario, the entire Carolingian period, including the figure of Charlemagne, is a fabrication with a phantom time of 297 years. I want it to not be real, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I mean, this is the type of thing that is certainly possible, right? Because, like, everywhere around the world had all, like, different calendars, and that, like, some point in history, they coagulated into our current one. Though actually, like, don't know, do, like, Chinese people have their own calendar, don't they? I think Jewish people do. Significant evidence, such as calendars in other European countries, most of Asia, and parts of pre-Columbian America, contradict the blah, 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 blah. Okay. Did any of the past happen at all? That's what we're here to find out. Ethiopians do. North Koreans have Juche years. It's 2018 in Ethiopia. That's awesome. Pretty sure it's before the printing press being invented, so only a select few. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is there was such like a choke point of information that, like, a few people probably could futz the time frame. And then, like, you know, if you show up in China and they're like, whoa, it's, you know, year 4000 of Chinese history, it would be plausible that this could happen. Basically. Pull up my direct ancestors wiki. It's pretty sick. Read Erling Skaki Ormson, Viking that was in the Crusades. That's cool. We got to finish Phantom Time here. I need to dig in on this a little bit. Goodbye, Mom. Heading to Ethiopia. Someone needs to warn the Ethiopians. Yeah, man, they're real close to some major world events happening. Gregorian versus Julian calendar takes off a few years. Time is a flat circle. Okay, so Illig, the guy who cracked the code on this, look, a perfectly normal, unclipped coin. What are you talking about? That's how it was when I got it. Illig was born in 1947 in Vohenstraub. That thing's an S, right? That weird little fucked up B that German people do. Vohenstrauss? We're going to go with Vohenstrauss. Listen, pal, this coin is a flat circle. It looked like this when you gave it to me. Was born in 1947. Oh, I've had enough of these nerds. Teen girl travels to Ethiopia to find non-gamer guys. Yeah, many such cases. Wohin Strauss, Bavaria. He was active in an association. Don't care. Let's just get to his claims. Illig's claims include that there is a scarcity of archaeological evidence that can be reliably dated to the period 614 to 911. Well, as far as that is true, I have also discovered that to be true. So the dating methods used for such recent periods, radiometry and dendrochronology, are inaccurate. I also think that's true. That medieval historians rely too much on written sources. I have been saying that. Also, yeah, the fact that it's 9/11 is the end year is a little bit suspicious. Have you heard Martin Noakes' music? Oh, yeah. At least his Building 7 song, I'm a fan of. I'm not too familiar with his other stuff, but 9/11, 9/11, what went down with Building 7? That's a great song. Oh, he has more bangers. Okay. I'm just going to write that down. I'll save it. Building 7, that's the trial of Tony Blair. Awesome. The 9/11 one, this one, where he's like exceptionally shiny, is pretty powerful stuff. Phantom Time Conspiracy. That the presence of Romanesque hue, you have the voice of an angel. Thank you for noticing. That the presence of Romanesque architecture in 10th century Western Europe suggests that the Roman era was not as long ago as conventionally thought. That at the time of the introduction of the Gregorian calendar in AD 1582, there should have been a discrepancy of 13 days between the Julian calendar and the real or tropical calendar, when the astronomers and mathematicians working for Pope Gregory XIII had found that the civil calendar needed to be adjusted by only 10 days. From this, Illig concludes that the AD era had counted roughly 3 centuries which never existed. Okay, that's a little bit over my head. Refutations, don't care. Much to consider there. Much to consider. Debunking. I would prefer someone who's rebunking the phantom time theory, because this is the type of stuff that I feel is like quite plausible. You know, it's just like Atlantis, where it's it seems certainly plausible to me that there are like big chunks of missing history. Where are the bunkers at? Bunk me up. Yeah, we need to get bunked. We're not debunking shit here. We are bunking straight. We're all bunked up in here. We should be using Chrome years. CY. Yeah, it's CY 3. Soon to be CY 4. Look up the names of our months. None line up to the Latin number. Sept is 7. It's the 9th month. Oh yeah, true. Wait, because what is? Oh yeah, because like October, that would be like 8th, no? But it's month 10. Des is 10, and it's our 12th month. Yeah, that's That's some puzzling stuff. Yeah, I wonder what the explanation for that would be. Did things not happen during those years? I don't get it. Well, according to the theory, as far as we can tell, I need someone who wrote like a good, decent article on it. bigthink.com. Well, according to the theory, they invented 300 years of history, including the entirety of Charlemagne. The bizarre and blatantly false. For reasons... it's all wrong. God, Google sucks ass these days. I think just so they could be living in the year 1000, because Emperor Otto III wanted to live in the year 1000. And I'm not super familiar with Charlemagne. But it was the Pope who had the brazen head. Look, they don't even have a photo of the guy. They're using frickin' AI to make pictures of him. Oct is 8. October, like the topus, exactly. Did they add January and February? Ben doing the tongue face. Do those months not exist? There used to be one extra month, the sign of the serpent. All months were 30 days, but they also moved them around. This does smell like Catholic erasure. I do know that the factor of 12 comes from counting on our hands. They would use their thumb to point to a section of each. Oh, like 1, 2, 3. That makes sense. Okay, I believe it. Well, I mean, okay, it seems like the only evidence that Charlemagne ever existed is this conspicuously clipped coin. Which is interesting. Okay. I need someone to frickin' bunk this theory. Where do people like get information from nowadays? I feel like it's... Who would clip a coin? Well, maybe the coin never even existed. Reddit ask r/ask historians will duck. Oh, yeah, that's actually true. Let's go to Odyssey. Phantom time hypothesis. Rumble also use AI to find deleted stuff. Okay, I think Rebel Genius is going to steer us in the right direction here. Oh, yeah.
Rated R for pirates.
Buckle up, buttercups. After doing a deep dive on the phantom time hypothesis, I've concluded that yes, the Dark Ages did not exist. Charlemagne was purely fiction and something sketchy as hell went down. According to the German...
Look up the coin Israel made that they wanted to depict old currency on and couldn't find an unclipped coin for reference. Rebels are smart usually. I mean, I'm really trusting this guy. Maybe the Cool World mascot Clippy. He always seemed fishy to me. Also, he looks like 5-ish somehow. Yeah, we need to bring back... What we need is a based Clippy.
Historian Elling, the years 614 to 911 AD were added to the timeline. I have some ideas about how this could have happened, but let's first consider the facts.
Let's.
You might hear jackasses say there is substantial evidence that the Dark Ages occurred.
That's a thing I'm constantly hearing jackasses say. I like this guy. Yeah, I am fully bunked.
Only there isn't substantial evidence. In fact, there's practically no evidence. But they keep saying it even though they don't show receipts. So let's break this down. Number 1, there are coins that exist of Charlemagne. No, there aren't.
You heard it here.
They are describing the house cross coins are non-descriptive and being made out of silver are impossible to date. Not a single coin features Charlemagne. Don't you think it's odd that a man as prominent as Charlemagne, who was Conan the Barbarian, Julius Caesar, and Leonardo da Vinci rolled into one? A man who established the Carolingian line of kings and was crowned the Holy Roman Emperor doesn't have any coins with his face? Conveniently enough, once the phantom time hypothesis started gaining traction, a coin miraculously showed up in somebody's attic and was sold on eBay for less than €1,000.
Okay.
Supposedly it's made out of silver even though it looks bronze, and I'm pretty sure that is a previous Roman emperor. The only other silver one that you might come across is not Charlemagne, probably Nero. Between 614 and wink wink 911 AD.
This guy gets it. Jackasses on suicide watch.
No architectural improvement.
Okay, this is one of the great injustices of our era. That all the good shit is hidden on Odyssey, but this video only has 4 views. So there's currently, like, the most people that have ever watched this video are currently watching it right now, despite it being 100% true and accurate. He's the only guy out there bunking the truth.
Let alone building projects. And, I shit you not a single invention or inventor during that time. Let me say that again. For 300 years, no one invented anything. You would think at the very least somebody would come out with a...
It is convenient that it's the 300 years of the Dark Ages, where nobody invented anything the whole time. Not bloody likely.
Do an improved sword to better kill their neighbors, but no, there's literally nothing. The artificial intelligence will bullshit you about horseshoes, a plow, and soap, but when you hold...
It's cool how this guy's like a genius, but he's also like a rebel. You know, who's like says swears and stuff. So it's just an interesting dichotomy he's got going here.
Its feet to the fire about new technology that was not imported to Western Europe. It begrudgingly has to admit that not a single invention...
Oh, we're going to be checking out some more rebel genius vids.
And structures
Believe you me.
in England have been dendrochronologically dated to precisely the Phantom period. Manuscripts like the Book of Kells in Ireland, created around 800 AD, are masterpieces of art and theology that could not have appeared out of thin air.
What's surprising to me is when I was, doing my deep dive by watching 3 YouTube videos on the Pope Sylvester Brazen Head deal with the devil situation, it's interesting that this never came up, because this seems like his sort of like his coup de grace, his his big move. He deleted almost 300 years of history. It's like if Albert Einstein smoked cigs. Real.
And then there is dendrochronology itself. Tree ring records provide an unbroken timeline stretching back thousands of years. Samples from wooden beams, dated year by year, show continuous growth across the very centuries Illig claimed did not exist. Nature itself testifies to their reality.
Is this guy retarded? What the fuck do tree rings have to do with the phantom time hypothesis? Is there supposed to be a gap where the tree stopped growing or something? The only thing the tree rings are going to prove...
That's an extremely epic point, because that's true. Because you can't, trace the tree ring to when it started, right? God, he's nailing it.
...is that you chop down an old tree. Trees are not directly connected to the Gregorian...
Do you think if we got him in the pod, we could somehow get him in his kind of, cartoon, his, sort of VTuber mode? Because that would be awesome.
Calendar. Jesus tap dancing Christ. Did this guy's mother drop him on his head or what? Now around this time, 850 AD, the emperor of the Tang dynasty went batshit and destroyed all the libraries, and the South American civilizations vanished overnight. This seems far too coincidental. The naysayers
I would say
are correct in the sense that it would be impossible for a single pope to completely add 300 years to the timeline. However, if the civilizations on Earth were reset...
This is what John looks like. Yeah, man. 8 more minutes. Damn, you're working late out there, man. It looks, what's it, 9? It's what 11? 11 you're getting off? That's crazy. I thought John looked like Shadow. I mean, I would say he's probably somewhere between... He's like if Shadow was wearing a leather jacket and sunglasses and had like a cool sort of like cool rune neck piece.
Eliminate the adults and make up whatever new bullshit you wanted. As long as there's no scrolls or books to contradict the official narrative, you've got nothing to worry about.
Well, it's pretty convenient that there are no scrolls or records to contradict the narrative. That's pretty convenient what happened to all the scrolls.
Even if you don't believe extraterrestrials or interterrestrials instigated...
Wait, what's an interterrestrial? That's like a brand new term that I've never even... An interterrestrial. It's great.
It would still be possible to alter history on a global scale. Don't believe me? What if people were tricked into thinking that they could protect their teeth by introducing a neurotoxin into their drinking water, which also calcified their pineal gland? Or what if people were tricked into thinking that harmful chemicals being dumped into the sky were harmless vapor trails, even though they were slowly being killed by them? How about getting tricked into taking an experimental shot that shortened their lifespan for a non-existent pathogen that was, in actuality, induced by electromagnetic radiation? You can convince people of anything.
You do not want the rebel genius calling you a jackass. Wait, rebel genius, hooligans cannabis. Wait, is he selling weed? For what purpose all this? Well, that's a valuable question. At least according to the AI summary we read earlier, it was so Holy Roman Emperor Otto III could be living during the year 1000, the Anno Domini, for esoteric reasons, I assume. The standardized Roman chariot sizing led to the standard size of railroad tracks due to pre-existing Roman roads in Europe and the UK that in turn led to restraints on the Apollo spaceship design. Damn, that just goes to show you how connected everything is. Our official esoteric hand, if anybody's forgotten, this is our official esoteric, it's all connected hand signal. From what I've read, the Catholic Church had a belief that they ruled into the year 1000. Oh, if they ruled into the year 1000, they would rule for the next 1,000 years. I mean, the year 1000, that would be a pretty auspicious year. That makes sense. Stanley Kubrick also took photos of trains for some NYC magazine, like a true autistic, and in The Shining, there's a TV show about building a train station playing on TV. Based. What are the... That in turn led to restraints on the Apollo spaceship design. Yeah, well, it's all connected. Okay, we got a... Okay, how does Rebel Genius only have 8 followers? That's so crazy. Chemtrail versus Contrail. Atlas Psyop. Jublin Trex. Okay. Let's check out this one.
Buckle up, buttercups. I've said it before and I will say it again. Nothing the media reports is factual. Not a single goddamn thing. Atlas is no exception. The discoverer, Avi Loeb, is a Jublin World Economic Forum ass puppet. The number 33 keeps popping up, which is implanted as a coded message and dog whistle to the global network of inbred Luciferian coneheads to prepare for the upcoming fake alien invasion, otherwise known as Project Blue Beam. With hundreds of millions of asteroids, why would they single out Atlas? After all, we are right next to a major asteroid belt. If you are seeing something with a telescope, I promise you, it is not Atlas. Atlas does not exist. It is a trick, just like 9/11, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, COVID, and everything else. Every media
What is Odyssey? Odyssey, it's like YouTube, but exclusively for Trutheracy, Rebel Genius style guys who are just a little bit too ahead of the curve for everybody else. Okay, he's got a lot of stuff on Atlas. Oh, and you know what? All of this is from the last month, too. That's awesome.
Rated R for pirates.
I'm gonna change my Tinder pic to a pic of Rebel. Yeah, that's smart. Smart. Good thinking. Going into the plastic surgeon and handing him a picture of Rebel Genius. Okay, this is all this. I don't really give a shit about all this like space. IRS gangsters. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's the cat's part. I think that's the hooligans cannabis getting to him.
Buckle up, Buttercups. Located 4 light years away, Alpha Centauri is our closest neighbor and inhabited by humans known as Alfratans.
Oh.
They have a distinct Latino appearance. They are the lapdogs of the Federation, whom they regard as their saviors.
Pause.
Buttercups. Located 4 light years away, Alpha Centauri is our closest neighbor and inhabited by humans known as Alfratans. They have a distinct Latino appearance. They are the lapdogs of the Federation, whom they regard as their saviors. 400 years ago, by our reckoning...
Okay, he just dropped a lot of nukes there. So Alpha Centauri is inhabited by humans who are also Latino, who are the lapdogs of the Galactic Federation? All right, Buttercups. I hope everyone buckled up, you Buttercups. Does it say Rebel Genius Hooligan Cannabis? Is that something you can buy? I don't know. It kind of seems like that's his sponsor. You should look into that. I assume that's the type of thing they'd have in Cali, I would assume.
The Alfratans' homeworld was controlled by the Dracos. Multiple human races were brought there, including those from Terra, and treated as livestock. The Federation liberated the planet, and now the Alfratans have a life debt with the Galactic Federation. It's a nice story. The only problem is, the Galactic Federation archive doesn't match other sources. The IRMA archive has no record of Alpha Centauri being under any such occupational force, nor any mention of a daring military campaign by the Galactic Federation liberating the Alfratans. And the URMA would know.
Yeah, his messaging is he's really jumping in with both feet here. I guess if you're watching this, you know all about the Galactic Federation archives and all of that, so it's sort of like a shock that they don't have any records of the Alfretans, who are, if you're keeping up, are Alpha Centauri Latinos who are human. Wait, is that Duke Nukem? This is Rebel Genius. He's a new top guy of ours, Mr. Rebel Genius. I've read the Galactic Federation archives. This is true. Okay, well, you heard it here first,
the
folks.
URMA homeworld is located is only 20 light years away. Since the URMA love a good fight and don't tolerate bullshit, they would have never allowed a hostile force to operate in their backyard.
That is true of the IRMA, in my experience.
It would appear the Galactic Federation played the Alfratans for fools, just like us. Both our civilizations have been subjected to global resets at the hands of the Galactic Federation, who have manipulated both our histories and murdered billions of innocent lives. They remove the adults, replace them with children whom they re-educate, then rewrite the history books. The Dark Ages and Charlemagne are a good example. The Galactic Federation are basically the Reapers from Mass Effect. And as far as indoctrination goes, you can't get better than the Alfratans. They do anything they are told. The Alfratans operating on Terra, called step-downs, masquerade as politicians and CEOs. The Galactic Federation, who control Earth's money supply, give them a healthy allowance so they can enjoy
Max Headroom. No, this is our new guy, Rebel Genius. He's dropping some major truth acorns on us regarding the Alfretans, Galactic Federation, all that standard stuff.
Life while subverting our civilization from the inside. They recently replaced the Tegatans as the military arm. The problem is, they like to drink and drive.
What tech is he using to do this? It's really cool, and I would be interested in exploring such things. I'd love to see what this guy actually looks like. Yeah, many, many such cases. Interesting, he stepped over the usual suspects and blamed aliens. Yeah, he jumped right to the Galactic Federation.
And often crash their ships while doing maneuvers in orbit or below. Since the Cabal is under the control of the Galactic Federation, we will never be free of this tyranny as long as they are in charge. The Galactic Federation would have already reset our ass if it weren't for the Urma, Antarians, and Tegatans. An alliance with the Urma makes sense since they know how to take care of business, and nobody with an ounce of self-preservation messes with them. However, their hands are tied as long as the Galactic Federation is in control of Earth. A formal declaration would solve this. Then the Urma could help deliver some swift street justice to the Cabal. I have a video on this topic. Check it out if you would like to know more. And on a private...
Okay, well, he has a video on it, so...
I have a warning to the nefarious actors within the Galactic Federation. One way or another, I will find out who you are. And you better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. Because when I get out of here, and I will, I am going to literally light your ass up. Terrans aren't the same as the
If there's
Alpha.
any Alpha... sorry, was he threatening the Alpha Centaurians or the Galactic Federation? Sorry, I gotta rewind here. He is really dense in his messaging, and he pulls no punches. That's one of my favorite things about Rebel Genius, actually.
Note, I have a warning to the nefarious actors within the Galactic Federation. One way or another, I will find out who you are. And you better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. Because when I get out of here, and I will, I am going to literally light your ass up. Terrans aren't the same as the Alfredans. You may trick us for a while, but when it comes to dispensing justice, we are fanatical. Terrans will pursue someone to the ends of the earth over $20, and you jagoffs literally owe us blood. Drop the control grid and step aside while you still can. Take the advice from someone down in the trenches. Terrans will always find a way to balance the scales, and they never forget those who wronged them.
That's so true of Terrans. Oh, God, he's so cool. I love this warning. Yeah, he threw down the gauntlet. We are all fired TF up right now. Aliens, it's on sight, MFers. You better hope we're not a bunch of Alpha Dracos in a big-ass immersion pod. You better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. I'm saying the next time some jackass tries messing. Yeah. God, he rules. It's God, yeah, I'm not quite sure what the deal with Odyssey is, but if you want to see shit like this that has 5 views, it is the place to go.
One last thing. If you thought the Dragon thing was implausible, and your unhackable Dark Knight satellite would have picked up a Dragon starseed, then ask yourself this. Why are they in orbit around Earth?
Oh. Oh my.
The people of Alpha Centauri, also known as Alphratans. Hello again, thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are all doing very well.
What the hell
I am
is
Maurice
this?
Waru. This video can be taken as science fiction or as the viewer sees best, but I take this information very seriously, whoever has eyes to see. In the first part of this video, I will be sharing with you the official story of the people of Alpha Centauri.
I didn't realize there's going to be a babe in this video.
It is the history of the Alphratans the Galactic Federation gives everyone in space. It is what you find on the subject when you research Federation archives, and what everyone accepts as the truth, and just about no one...
Is this even made by people is a very valid question. I mean, you better pray it's not made by an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. That's all I'm saying.
Doubts it. In the shorter second part of this video, I will be discussing with you the things that I noticed.
So I'm going to be real. I find Rebel Genius a lot more convincing than this chick. Bring back Rebel Genius. IRS gangsters? Okay. It's awesome how people will be like, you better pray I'm not a Alpha Draco and a big ass immersion pod guy, and then make a video about how like income tax is unconstitutional. Did you ever look into the Tunguska event? That's a pretty Noided topic. No, I haven't. I have not. I don't even know what that is. Tunguska event. Let's find out why income tax is a Galactic Federation plot, and then we'll see if anyone on Odyssey has anything to say about that.
Show hosted by a guy that was very trustworthy. He wasn't a partisan kind of guy. It was just about what's right or wrong. And he had a guest on his show named DV Kid, and she started talking about the income tax.
This can't be what Rebel Genius looks like.
And saying that it was voluntary, that there wasn't a law.
I simply will not believe that.
Most Americans required to pay the federal income tax. And if you can imagine me driving around in my government car with my handcuffs and 6-hour 9mm, and saying, "Lady, this tax ain't voluntary."
Right.
But because of this talk show host and how truthful all of the previous guests had been, and how truthful he was like a colonel in the special forces of the Army, just a real trustworthy guy. So I thought, well, something's wrong here. Either I'm not that great of an investigator.
I'm sorry, but what is going on? What happened to the cool Rebel Genius guy? Letters from Earth, Volume 2. That was about who I was picturing. I feel like he looks a lot more like his cartoon avatar, personally. I worked with a guy like this that was super into gematria numerology. Yeah, why gematria proves income tax is unconstitutional.
Welcome to Volume 2 of Letters from Earth. For clarification reasons, I want to assert the fact that I am aware there are many brave extraterrestrials who are smart enough to see through the deception of the Terran Cabal and bad actors within the Galactic Federation. The point of these letters is to persuade those among you who are not familiar with the logistics of life here on Earth that the situation is more serious than you have been led to believe. The Terran Cabal has zero intention of stopping their attack on the people of Earth. As a matter of fact...
Wait, I thought the Terrans were the good guys. Because wasn't it before he was all talking about, like, you have never seen a Terran as pissed off as me. But now he's talking about the Terran Cabal. What is happening?
Their activity significantly. The spraying of our skies has not ceased. The injections, including those for newborns, have not stopped. The monetary system is still spiraling downward, and they are pushing their digital currency quite aggressively. The Cabal continues to implement their agenda for the enslavement of humanity and the implementation of their technology-based feudalistic society, which they plan to rule. Everything they have said is a lie, and you can rest assured there is a 100% probability they will not keep any promises given. I have heard rumors that the reason the medbed technology has not been released is due to the lobbying of institutions desperately trying to maintain their tenuous grasp of power and financial control. Let me assure you that the medical, financial, and energy sectors here on Earth are already collapsing. The majority of people are aware that the US dollar is imploding, which was hastened by the Cabal, who are now, as we speak, feverishly attempting to usher in their digital currency while suppressing the true value of precious metals. The oil industry is a bloated, useless behemoth that will also be replaced in a few years. Japan has already developed a car engine that runs exclusively on water, even though the technology was previously invented over 50 years ago by an inventor who was silenced. Everyone within the oil industry is painfully aware of these facts and know they can't maintain the illusion of energy scarcity any longer. In only a few short years, the internal combustion engines running on hydrocarbons and the electrical vehicles will become completely obsolete. The medical industry is also gasping its last breath. No one trusts doctors or nurses anymore. They know that the regulatory bodies, such as the CDC, FDA, and NIH, have been captured and bribed by the pharmaceutical industry they were tasked with regulating. Doctors are only good at detecting ailments, not curing them. As a matter
I'm not saying I disagree with the guy, but there are people out there who just see this video and say, yep, that's it, and don't look into anything further. I would go nuts if he connected even one of these points to another one of these points. That's not what being a rebel genius is all about, you know? Being a rebel genius is about kind of just throwing out things and, you know, not, he's got a lot more videos than I thought. Ooh, let's go. I thought he only had like 10 videos. Big win. But yeah, being a rebel genius is kind of about calling people jackasses, buttercups, etc., and then just kind of just like saying stuff. Okay, so he's got a decent chunk of videos here. The Red Queen controls the internet. DARPA rogue something. Secrets of the Matrix. Oh, gold mine. I can't even decide which one to click on. Mongolians and chemtrails, child trafficking, Miami Mall alien invasion. That's for Square. Yeah. Have you seen any videos by Scooper of Coop? No. Probably too long and too real for the stream, but very thorough and good channel. I will check that out. Nikola Tesla tested his Wardenclyffe energy tower on the day of the Tunguska event. Let's see what this is. What is the Tunguska? We'll get the AI overview, and then we'll we can see if Rebel Genius has anything to say about it. The Tunguska event was a large explosion of between 3 and 50 megatons TNT equivalent that occurred near the someplace in Russia. Interesting. Oh, was it like a meteor or something? High tea conspiracy. Don't get me wrong, his threat to the aliens gave me chills. That was epic. It's like an asteroid that might also be a Tesla coil, something or other. I have never seen a guy threaten aliens like that before. Yeah, that's because most people, when they're talking about like Galactic Federation stuff, they're kind of like scared, meek, passive. He was just bam. Yeah, aliens shaking in their boots. Oh, this is sorry, what was that guy's name? Scooper of Coop. His videos on Past Defense and Zorro Ranch. I don't know what any of those things are. Really sent me down a rabbit hole. Yeah, I don't know what. Here, I'll add it to my list. Scooper of Coop. Pasta Fence / Zorro Ranch. Siberia, nobody knows. Yeah, that's weird. They were all meat eaters. Does Rebel Genius have any videos on Tunguska? Oh, Zorro Ranch is Epstein's cloning ranch. Okay, that would be cool to look into, because I know he was doing cloning stuff, but I feel like everybody's talking about the island. But honestly, if he like was making clones, that's almost more more sinister indeed. The indigenous people also talk about bells appearing in Tunguska that radiate heat. I feel like the heat lasers not melting blue stuff is an actual unfolding thing that deserves attention. Yeah, blue beams. Blue beams, indeed. The ranch is honestly almost worse than the island. I mean, you hear so much about the island, but if he was cloning himself in a ranch, that's the ranch that's in like Arizona or Nevada or something, right? Like that... That's pretty sinister. I wonder if there's a reason they talk about the island. What's up, Myron? Welcome to Solemn Sunday Thursday, the Thinking Little Boys True Crime stream for Noiding. We kind of bounced around a bit. We explored Cement Land in St. Louis. That was less of a Noid thing and more a delightful flight of fancy. And then we discovered Rebel Genius. Which video was it where you had the... we got to get this threat for Myron here, because this was the high point of the stream. We found this awesome based Chad, Rebel Genius, who looks like this IRL, and he is not afraid of an alien. Let me just see if we can find this. His
Terra, called Step Downs, masquerade as politicians. Since the Cabal is under the control of the Galactic Federation, we will never be free of this tyranny as long as they are in charge. The Galactic Federation would have already the Cabal. And you better pray I'm not.
Okay, here we go. So just for context, Alpha Centauri, our nearest solar system, is populated by humans called the Alfretans, who are in appearance are Latino, and they are lapdogs of the Galactic Federation. But Rebel Genius is not really concerned with such things, and you'll find out why.
And on a private note, I have a warning to the nefarious actors within the Galactic Federation. One way or another, I will find out who you are. And you better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. Because when I get out of here, and I will, I am going to literally light your ass up. Terrans aren't the same as the Alfretans. You may trick us for a while, but when it comes to dispensing justice, we are fanatical. Terrans will pursue someone to the ends of the earth over $20, and you jagoffs literally owe us blood. Drop the control grid and step aside while you still can. Take the advice from someone down in the trenches. Terrans will always find a way to balance the scales, and they never forget those who wronged them. One last thing. If you thought the Dragon thing was implausible, and your unhackable Dark Knight satellite would have picked up a Dragon starseed,
did I miss the thing?
Yourself this. Why are they in orbit around Earth?
I think I missed the epic part of that.
An alliance with the Irma makes sense. The Cabal. I have a video on this topic. Check it out if you would like to know more. And on a private note, I have a warning to the nefarious actors within the Galactic Federation. One way or another, I will find out who you are. And you better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. Because when I get out of here...
I am gonna have to clip this and sample it into the Chrome Boys intro, because that's incredible. Calling aliens jagoffs. You better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. So epic. Fucking hype. But yeah, this is Rebel Genius. He's kind of a rebel, but he's also a genius. Oh, man, he's got so much gold here. I don't know. And this is all from the last month and has basically no views. We're kind of breaking new ground here. I genuinely can't even decide what to click on here. Project Bluebeam, fake Trump body doubles and how to spot them. This could be useful.
You are probably aware of the psyop involving this tiff between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. For those of you with a functioning brain, you probably wondered why they would be airing out their dirty laundry on social media instead of picking up the phone and working out their differences. Like grown-ass men, not deranged teenage children. That's because they're acting. They think so little of the American people that this fake battle will actually fool everyone. Speaking of fake, you probably witnessed the Trump doppelgangers walking around. Again, they think the American people are so stupid we're not going to notice when Trump loses 4 inches of height and packs on 30 pounds overnight. Just to be safe, there is a definitive way to figure out which Trump you are dealing with. You see, Trump has a weird genetic trait only 2% of people have: gray-blue eyes. Everyone with gray-blue eyes will have a gold fleck somewhere on their iris. Trump is no exception. These flecks differ from person to person and are better than fingerprints. They are almost impossible to fake. If you happen to be in his inner circle, look closely at his eyes.
All right, if anyone in the Trump inner circle is watching this, you're really going to want to pay attention here. Imagine being Trump's body double. Yeah. Yeah, no fucking kidding. I like how he insults all the jackasses out there. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Rebel Genius, normal people like us have to pull our punches, but not the Rebel Genius. Liquid Trump. Yeah, real. I have gray blue eyes. What the fuck? Do you have gold flecks? His golden A10s that only... Yeah, literally. His golden A10s that only the real Trump has.
Trump has a golden brown spherical dot on his right eye in the lower right midsection. He also has a golden brown teardrop-shaped fleck directly below the pupil of his left eye. So there you have it, a foolproof definitive way to determine if you are dealing with the real Trump, regardless of whether an actor of similar height and weight is wearing a silicone mask. Now let's see how long it takes the cucks on social media to censor this information. That's all for today, Buttercups. Now here is Jimmy Stewart in the beloved classic It's a Wonder...
Right eye on the left of the screen and left eye on the right of the screen. Yeah. Look at Tunguska instead. Yeah, I'll add Tunguska to the list, but I gotta be real. I'm really kind of on a Rebel Genius tear here. I'm not yet tired of the Rebel Genius for tonight.
Life telling off Mr. Potter once and for all.
You disgust me, Mr. Potter. You know what, Mr. Potter? I think you're a little bitch. I think you're a scared little bitch. I think you're a...
Okay, so yeah, the Trump's... Yeah, if anyone's in Trump's inner circle, make sure you check for his golden A10s, because only he has those. Tales from the Talmud. We probably shouldn't be looking at this.
Buckle up, Buttercups. Welcome to the first installment of Tales from the Talmud. For those of you who are unaware, the Talmud is not the Old Testament, but it provides instructions on how to interpret it. It was written by angry old Jewish men following the ascension of Christianity. Different authors added to the text over several...
I'll tell John tomorrow. If you were able to look that deeply into Trump's eyes, you'd just know he was the real one. That's true. You would just know. You would just feel it. You'd feel the warm glow of his special Trump exclusive A10s. That no body double, no matter how accurate their silicone mask may be, no matter if they're the right height or weight, you just can't make a contact that has the same golden A10-ness of the real Trump eyes. Fetty glowing in front of the trap. One more thing you might want to add to the list. Mud Fossils is a cool channel with the conspiracy that all continents are ancient giants. Oh, okay, so that's kind of like World Tree Plus, eh? Mud Fossils. Interesting stuff.
Centuries. The Talmud is held in high regard, and every rabbi must know the Talmud intimately before becoming ordained. These excerpts are from Sefaria.org, which is the official site for rabbinical scholars. It includes the original Hebrew text from their official website, so I don't want to hear any bullshit about missing context or translation errors. Understood? The following is from Bava Kama 13b and how it's permissible to steal from non-Jews during business transactions. The Gemara adds, Shemuel says that it is permitted to financially benefit from a business error of a Gentile, i.e., it need not be returned. The Gemara notes that this is like that incident where Shmuel purchased a golden bowl from a Gentile.
Well, I don't know if I believe that. What's that Hoaxbusters video on the right? It's 30 minutes on Talmud. I have a feeling it's going to be another video of people reading a couple paragraphs of the Talmud.
To lie and bear false witness is permitted?
Yep. Yep, I called that one. Nothing to see there, folks. More Galactic Federation stuff. Timeline convergence. Oh man, when you find a guy like this, it's so hard to like... Was that a Mountain Blade Warband image? Where? Here somewhere? You know it's the real Trump when he's complaining about his contractor damaging his limestone. Yeah, when you see his golden A10s and he's complaining about his limestone getting scuffed, that's when you know it's the real Trump. A lot of Galactic Federation stuff. Ooh, how to spot reptilian human hybrids. Okay, this one's long, but let's just get the thesis off the top.
Buckle up, buttercups. The world is filled
Okay, would you guys judge me if I starting every video by saying buckle up, buttercups? Because it's really cool, and I think I could just kind of like use that. Man, Odyssey is nuts, because it's just like over here there's another person talking about Alpha Dracos, dragons, and Tagetan language. It's like there's just a whole little parallel reality. We're going to come back to Rebel Genius, but I kind of want to see what this up-close Norwooded guy has to say about Draco reptilians. Oh my.
Hey everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is reptilians and how they've destroyed our history in the past. You see, there was a time, I really believe this, I believe there was a time where we could see into the heavens. What you see right now with all the chemtrails being sprayed, with all the funnel up clouds being in the sky, all that is a stimulation, all that space.
Yeah, this guy has Chrome Boy's third mic physiognomy, if ever I've seen it.
What we see in the skies is not real. It's all a manipulation. But
the lazier the eye, the easier it is to see the truth. True, because yeah, he's seeing the spirit realm out of this thing.
There was a time where we could see into the heavens. We could see the UFOs. We could see our guides and goddesses doing their thing. But because of the reptilians, they have manipulated our skies. Because when the flood of Noah happened, that's when all that got started.
Oh! Okay, did anyone else see that finger? What the fuck?
Got started.
No way. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because before then, like I said, we could see into the heavens. We could see all these UFOs flying by, and we could see our guys doing their thing. Not us in general, but our ancestors could see it. That's the reason why.
I actually gasped and clutched my pearls. Yeah. Yeah, that was whew, that was wild. But yeah, he actually, if you look close, has a set of beautiful golden Trump style A10s as well, unfakeable.
I agree with Mud Flood University when they talk about us being on the backs of giants. Because all this earth is an organism.
Okay, honestly, this is masterful stuff right here. Like, and you just know, like, the framing, The eye, the nail, the the Norwooding. It's just perfect.
Giant.
Whoa!
See, this earth is God, and we are her children.
You know, Dr. Peanut Butter, if you're looking for a new Tinder profile, this could work too. This would be in sort of the under promise over deliver genre of PFP. The only thing that can penetrate reptilian armor like hide is the human fingernail. This guy is a full spectrum warrior. Real.
That's the reason why I say that we need to be good stewards of this planet, because when we're good stewards of this planet, we're taking care of our mother. We're taking
and also, like, let me see if I make this bigger. Does it appear that he's, like, what is going on around his, I can't see the thing. His lips and eyes both seem to be unusually crusty.
We're taking care of God. We're looking out for her and her well-being. And we should do that because, like I said, we are her children. And children should always look out for their mothers. But like I said, it's these draconian reptilians that have manipulated our skies. You're not seeing the real thing when you look up in the sky. All that is a manipulation.
I don't want to pursue the crust question. Yeah, it's there though. Other people see it. I don't know why I'm being gay tonight. Sorry, fellas. I don't think you're being gay. I think you're being full spectrum warrior. That was a good one. Crust armor to defend against the reptiles. Yeah.
And if we just hold the line and be good stewards of our planet and do the best we can to take care of our planet, we will be able to connect with our gods again. We will be able to see all these UFOs flying in.
Okay, the framing with the lazy eye just out of frame. Oh man, it's good.
There once again. But as for right now, we've got to do all we can to be good stewards of our planet and take care of it.
Looking forward to vote alongside this guy.
Powers that be.
Well, well. Super Galactic. Oh, he's doing numbers. That had 34 views. People don't know. My spirit kills.
Hey everyone, this is Super Galactic.
Wait, did he get his lazy eye fix? What's going on?
I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube.
Yeah, he's doing Chrome Boys numbers.
What I want to talk about is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh.
You know, a couple of days ago, I was doing a guided meditation.
There goes his eye.
And when I was doing this guided meditation about connecting to your spirit guides and just go with whatever I was feeling, I followed those instructions. And this is what I got from my spirit guides, because I really believed that this was coming straight from my spirit guides. But what I got was the fact that all the people that are doing evil and causing harm to other people are about to be relocated. Now, some people might think, oh,
is this fella just loose, you think? Yeah, his lazy eye, there was a point where let's see if we can find it. His lazy eye activated at a certain point. I think it was because here, not lazy.
Junior.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Yes, his eye activates as soon as he starts talking truth. Survival mode engaged. Yeah, literally, exactly that. Because here he's just saying like, "Hey, what's up?" He's looking at you. He's locked in on the on the viewer, but then at a certain point he has to lock into the spirit realm, and that's when the eye
And what I
wanders
want
off.
to talk about is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
I wish I could do that as a track. That's a way to really like reinforce to people that you know what you're talking about. If one of your eyes just kind of does this.
I want to talk about is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You know, channel. And what I want to talk about is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You know.
Yeah, peering into the other realm. As a lazy eye haver, I find it usually gets lazy about half a second after you try to focus.
My YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about
I'm really going with the he's looking into the spirit realm theory here. Sorry, I could watch this on loop like all day.
Channel. And what I want to talk about is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
That is unreal. David Icke saying the same thing. All right, we need to stand for family and free speech. Okay, let's go.
How I wanted to make a video because I saw a YouTube video by Insight 11 make a video about redirecting your thoughts. And I left a comment in that video in the comment section below and said that that's the reason why I'm against the mainstream media, because the thing about the mainstream media is they don't come up with no solution.
Okay, this is a good opportunity because he's moving, so we can kind of keep track of the background, because I am curious. Is he in a house? Is he in a home? Is he the type of guy who Goblin would have to do CBT on? What are we dealing with here? What's up, Nick? Welcome to Solemn Sunday Thursday, the Thinking Little Boys True Crime Noid stream. Just check the tapes. The first video, it was the other eye. Yeah, I'm assuming... Well, okay. I mean, the pedestrian, mundane, lamestream media would probably have you believe that he's using like one of those front-facing phone cameras that flips things. But I think the obvious esoteric truth is that he has full command over both eyes, and it depends which dimension he's gazing into. This is like a reimagining of Sling Blade. Yeah, this is very Sling Blade coded, frankly. Maybe he takes shifts off with each eye. Well, I think we've pretty firmly established he's it's a spiritual dimensional type of thing.
All they spread is negativity. That's all they spread, and that's not a solution. That's
actually true about the mainstream media, frankly. Crazy, this guy has a house, and I'm laughing at him from my parents' basement. Yeah, man, he's got a whole house, and I'm in my economy bachelor's apartment.
Not being productive, because all it's going to do to people is it's going to get their mind on all that negativity.
But okay, does this look like a house or an institution? That's what I'm trying to find out here.
And just cause them to worry.
It's really more like house.
And I'm about coming up with a solution.
That's not very institutional, like wood stuff. And birds?
That's the way our minds have got to be. We got to...
I wonder what type of music this guy is into. He's probably only listens to like 32 hertz Lyndon LaRouche music or something, I would guess. How does this video only have 3 views? That's like the great question about a lot of Odyssey Kino, is there's just some of the best stuff out there, and literally more people are watching it right now than ever have in the past, which is a grave injustice. This video is over a year old.
Tried to be more productive and find solutions to problems. Go out and talk to people.
He's dropping facts right now too.
What people are going through. Because if we get out there and we communicate with people firsthand and see what they're going through, then we can grasp on how to fix it.
Okay, I don't have. I'm gonna have to. I'll make an Odyssey account for next time so I can fire react to all these vids.
Or making like.
Oh, once again, Odyssey does the classic under promise over deliver because it looks like they only have 10 videos, but actually he's got a lot more than that. 3 views in this realm. He may be doing PewDiePie numbers in the other 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm also kind of curious about. I kind of want to know everything about this guy to be honest. Ooh, words of empowerment for every race. Let's go.
Hi everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome y'all to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is divinity and how we all have that divinity. We are all gods, and we have that divinity within us all. But
yeah, I'm liking the big cans on this one. Awesome. The lighting is so fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of Kino going on with your average Super Galactic video. I have a chart I can send you, Hugh, how to find old videos with almost none to none views on YouTube. Could make a good stream. Oh yeah, send that up. That'd be cool. So I feel like there's probably a lot of great stuff on YouTube that's just kind of buried under the like trillion other videos.
what I also want to talk about.
Although Odyssey is like exclusively that, basically. Okay, this has 0 views, by the way. We're literally the first people to ever watch this. We're kind of like the modern conquistadors, if you think about it.
That the church is trying to erase that divinity from people. The church is wanting to make people think that they need a savior, that they're full of sin, that they need a savior. Just like black people think they need the government to give them financial assistance. And when you make people feel like it, and you make people feel like they have to depend on the government, those governments control them.
He's pull up your pants posting.
It's got them in bondage. That's the reason why I pay a lot of attention to Jeffrey Daugherty when he says there's nothing wrong with optimizing your own race. And that's what I want black people to realize. I want them to realize they can optimize their race and make their race better. Just like the whites can optimize their race and make their race better. It's all about every race optimizing their people. But no.
Yeah, get this guy on Club Random ASAP. Honestly, I gotta make a Odyssey account so I can hit up legends like Super Galactic, Rebel Genius, etc., and try and get them on the show. This guy, I mean, I'm gonna be real. We need to fly him out. We need to get him on the show. Whites are very unoptimized right now. Real. Yeah, that's what I love about it. You're the first to view a crucial thought that got drowned by the algorithm. It feels oddly modern. That's how posting right now feels. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think all the good stuff. That was the thesis of the late, great Awful Vision. That everything with a lot of views sucks. So everything with no views must be good. And frankly, it's kind of panning out right now. Welcome to the Vril Mill. Yo, what's up, Arturus? Welcome back to Solemn Sunday, Thursday, the Thinking Little Boys True Crime Noid stream.
The government don't want us to do that. They want to control us. That's the reason why you see so many racism going on this planet. It's the fact that our government is encouraging that. That's what the government wants. You know, I was explaining that to my family, like my mom and her boyfriend. I said the idea is for the government to turn whites against black and blacks against whites and whatever other race there is out there.
Whites, blacks, other. God, I'm sorry. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. Look at all of this. If this is Jew, go figure. His mom has a boyfriend. Yeah.
I'd like to welcome y'all to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is America in general and the Jewish people.
Okay, this video's too quiet.
And just the
Walking in circles is real. What's his first view about? Sorry, what do you mean? What's his first view about? My mom and her boyfriend. He can't be younger than 6. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see what he was looking like 2 years ago. Don't believe the whole. Man, he just covers such a wide range of topics. Speaking words of wisdom to Palladian healer. Those are like those super Hyperborean guys. Oh, what's his first video about? We'll check after this.
And what I want to talk about is Pleiadian healer. And I'm only talking about this person is because I'm trying to talk some sense into her. And I hope that she realizes that that's indeed what I'm trying to do. Because I really like her channel. It's just she's getting herself in a situation that I don't know if she'd be able to handle.
He kind of talks like Forrest Gump a little bit. If Forrest Gump was like based on the mysteries of the universe. Okay, his first video. People have to stop depending on the government to do everything for us. Pull up your freaking pants.
Hi, I'm Paul Bruce from Super Galactic. And what I want to talk about is something that I hold really dear to my heart. You see, I want the best for humanity. I'm tired of seeing all religion spread doom and gloom. I want to be able to encourage people to do their part to better humanity in the best way they can possible. That's the reason why I'm always encouraged when I read people like Gary's YouTube channel and seeing him read those news articles about the Space Force. Because that lets me know that he's paying attention to what the Space Force is doing. And he keeps us informed on what's going on. We need people on YouTube to get more involved like that. I see way too many people on YouTube just talking about video games. And I admit I used to love playing video games, but then I just found out later in life that there are more important things that we need to be focused on instead of video games. We can't be all about entertainment for us. We got to be all about helping humanity out.
Why I believe Donald Trump was bewitched. This is something we gotta. But yeah, we need him on Sonic Wednesday, man. We need him on Sonic. First step, Sonic Wednesday. Second step, the president. Super Galactic. Why I believe Donald Trump was bewitched.
Hi, I'm Paul Bruce, and I like to welcome
Paul Bruce
to my YouTube channel, Super Galactic. And what I want to talk about is how I believe that Donald Trump was bewitched. And when I say bewitched, y'all may ask, who was he bewitched by?
Oh, he's on YouTube.
For one, I think he was bewitched by people like Jared Kushner, his son-in-law and his daughter Ivanka Trump. And another thing,
He's anti-gamer. That's strike one. Well, yeah. I mean, I think he could be reasoned with. What you'd want to do if we're running Paul Bruce on the Galactic Party platform is you'd want to get him a gamer VP. It's called Balancing the Ticket. So it's a Paul Bruce Asmongold 2028 50-state sweep.
he was also surrounding himself around these evangelical Christians. And if there's one thing I've learned about evangelical Christians is they weasel themselves of getting money from old people that buy in to all the stuff that they preach, saying stuff like, if you give $1,000 that God will bless you because of that. And I don't buy into that BS, because all that is a bunch of lies for these evangelical Christians that go preaching on TV.
Hopefully he's evolved his Reddit Fedora views over the last 4 years, but, you know.
Across the world, they're just
Donald Trump. I will be voting for Donald Trump.
That's all they're doing. And I don't trust him one bit. But he was also bewitched by those kind of people. You know, I asked somebody on their podcast who was a Christian whistleblower, and y'all may know him as Jeffrey Daugherty, because I'm sure the people that watch my YouTube channel also listen to him as well. But he was always
it's okay to be different. We're not the enemies. Wasn't the first video of his that we watched about Alpha Centauris or Draco Alphas or something? Man, he covers such a breadth of human knowledge. Why Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump are Palladians. Interesting. Ooh. Dark mode.
Hi, everyone. This is Super Galactic. And what I want to talk about is a subject that I immediately thought of by listening to a podcast on YouTube called Truth Seeker. What this podcast was talking about was Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump. I mean, the whole podcast wasn't about them. It was just a subject that was brought up, is how Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump have appearances of a Pleiadian. And when they mentioned that, immediately I thought, wow, what if Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump are Pleiadians and they just don't know it yet? Or what if they are Pleiadians and they know they're Pleiadians and that they're sent on a mission to help the human race? What if?
Just for reference, this is what this is what your average Pleiadian looks like. They're sort of a PS2 era Hyperborean super race, actually.
Pleiadian stuff, you probably do think that. So they might be somebody that sees this YouTube video and maybe think the same thing as I'm thinking. What if they are Pleiadians and that they're sent on a mission to help the human race. Now,
Oh, what?
what Donald Trump is about.
I encourage people to get vaccinated. Don't listen to the right-wing conspiracy nuts. What? What is happening?
Everyone, this
What is going on?
And I want to show y'all something. See that? That's my COVID vaccination shot that I just received today. And
Never meet your heroes.
everybody else to do it because I seen on the news, and this is what
He's playing all sides, so he comes out on top. Yeah, that is it. 100%. Yeah, has to be.
Vaccinated. Joe Biden's right. There's no pandemic at this moment. The only pandemic there really is the people that refuse to get vaccinated.
This can't be happening.
But I was like all the other people. I didn't want to get vaccinated because I believed in all this conspiracy.
Nice try, Buttercup. Guys, do you think that Rebel Genius got the vaccine too?
That people were going to end up dying if they got the COVID vaccine. But I'm going to tell you folks.
Well, was he replaced by a clone? Because in his later videos, he had the classic golden, super galactic golden A10s off to both sides. That's why the eye changed. Yeah, that could be. But his eyes looked pretty like tamper proof. So I don't even know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rebel Genius didn't do that. Didn't get the jag off vaccine.
True. Oh, man. Because my mama's boyfriend has been vaccinated ever since January, and he has not.
Okay, well, I think we know who is to blame here. It's his mama's boyfriend is clearly a bad influence.
Side effects whatsoever. So that tells
one
me
bad
right
call
there
shouldn't ruin his credibility. True.
conspiracy
Goblin always fair-minded. True.
all over the internet.
Super Galactic Alpha Draco card is revoked. Yeah, I mean, listen, Super Galactic's a solid dude, but is he a Galactic Alpha in a big-ass immersion pod? Probably not.
It's nothing but fear-mongering. Don't listen to these people. Because, for one, they shouldn't be giving medical advice to people. They shouldn't be getting out here telling people not to take the vaccine. Because if they're not doctors, like I said, they shouldn't be telling people not to take the vaccine. And I know a lot of people are saying that they get strikes from YouTube and they get in trouble with other social media websites. Well, you got to understand, these people that are spreading these conspiracy theories about the vaccine is not true. And I don't blame YouTube for taking people's channels down because of them spreading lies about the vaccine. I don't blame YouTube for that, because YouTube is looking out for people.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really is. He's playing all sides. He's coming out on top. It's the spoonful of sugar to make the medicine go down. But it seems because his more recent ones are straight up like Alpha Draco alien stuff. So, people grow, people change. I do think he had his Alpha Draco card revoked. It's sad to say, but yeah, he will never play the mothership in Austin. Yeah. Oh, space is not real. Okay. Yeah, I like him when he's sitting in his wooden chair or possibly laying in bed. No, I think he's sitting. Okay, locked in.
I like to welcome y'all to our YouTube channel. This is Super Galactic.
Okay, so this is post. It's actually wild because this is post-vaccine. And he's talking at 50% speed. He's crusted up. He's coughing uncontrollably. He can't walk anymore. Good night, Hexagon. Must be super late for you. Sent something important on the Discord that deserves to be called out. Okay, let's see. I'll look into it.
And what I want
Oh, there goes the eye.
to talk about. Excuse me.
Vaccine in action.
And what I want.
Now the eye.
Excuse me.
Classic.
Excuse me. And what I want to talk about is the fact that people like David Weiss has said to Jeffrey Daugherty when he was being interviewed that people don't know where they're at, because a lot of people believe that our astronauts really went to the moon. They really believe the moon landing is real. But I don't believe it is. A lot of people think that space is real.
It's cool how you can be like a like a trust the silence, don't believe the right wing kooks. Get your shots, folks. And like also space is fake. Like interesting stuff.
There really is a space station out there.
This is going to be Chrome Boys 1,000 episodes from now. Yeah, real. We need to investigate Jeffrey Daugherty. Is he the guy who he got called out? Yeah, I think I saw that name in his things.
In space. But there's not. So when David Weiss says we don't know where we're at, he's telling the truth, because we don't know where we're at. You know, you got people believing in all these eclipses that happen. These Christians believe that every time eclipse happens, that's Bible prophecy being fulfilled. They really believe in these eclipses. You got a lot of these truthers that believe that Nibiru is real and that one day Nibiru is going to come.
What the fuck is a Nibiru? Clearly it's fake. What's up, Legacy? Welcome to Solemn Sunday Wednesday, the Thinking Little Boys True Crime Noid stream. Yeah, he's mentioned him a few times. Let me see. What was his name? Jeffrey Daugherty. Jack Daugherty. Children's author Jeffrey E. Daugherty. Sonadium with Hugh, you should research Nibiru. Sorry, are you guys all, am I the one Nibiru-less? Nibiru? Nibiru refers to a hypothetical planet or a term for the planet Jupiter in ancient Babylonian astronomy. Oh, I tried to turn up my speakers a lot to listen to that guy. I can't do that. The planet is on a collision course with Earth, known as the Nibiru Cataclysm, which are not supported by scientific evidence. The Akkadian Nord Nibiru literally means crossing or point of transition. Okay. Man, how does he only have 13? Well, I guess he has more. He has like 800 on YouTube, actually. So he's right in the warm hue. Google has a dark mode. I have it on dark mode, just sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, Daugherty. We're looking for Jeffrey Daugherty. I couldn't find him on YouTube. Here's a tribute to Jeffrey. Oh, he spells it like that, I guess.
Hi, I'm Paul Bruce from Super Galactic, and I wanted to make a video of a tribute to Jeffrey Daugherty and what he means to me and a lot of his other YouTube subscribers, because Jeffrey Daugherty won't like me saying this because I know how he feels about this, but he has changed my life. But I know deep down it was me that made the change. He was just giving me information. But he was a big help.
This is him.
So I want to make this tribute to Jeffrey Daugherty, and I hope that it.
5 videos. Unindoctrinated politics. Is this what he looks like? Is he that red? Okay, the video is not frozen. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's freaking go.
Boys and girls, children of all ages. I knew that I could not sit down and bring this podcast excellence to you. I'm just
podcast excellence.
Too excited to bring this to you. And I can't even imagine how this is probably the happiest I've ever been to bring you a podcast. And I am
sorry, what link? I can't see I can't see
now.
links.
In fact, I'm so excited I need you to give me a minute. And this is why I needed you to give me a minute. So I had to get my Keep America Great hat, and I had to put this bitch on and wear it proudly. We've been listening to so many disgusting, low integrity.
I like how red he is. That's pretty awesome. Okay, link in investigations. Let's see what we got here. I don't see the investigations. Oh, it's in. What is this? What do we got here? Metzitza Bepay direct oral suctioning. When a baby is circumcised, some ritual Jewish circumcisers, Mohilam, this is on nyc.gov, do a practice called Metzitza Bepay. Metzitza Bepay is when a mohel uses their mouth to suck blood away from the baby's circumcision wound as part of the circumcision ritual. After Metzitza Bepay, some babies can get an infection. That's unfortunate. Yeah, well, it do be like that. Yeah, this guy, I really like how red he is. Let's see what's on his website. But yeah, that's, wait, where was that thing I just opened? Backend fetch failed. Sorry, you've been blocked. Okay, his website isn't, oh, thank you, Hex. Google Metzitza Bepay. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Babies died from herpes. Yeah. I mean, I would probably recommend if you're gonna get your kid circumcised, you can probably skip the rabbi sucking on the penis. But what do we think Super Galactic's opinions on the super? Let's see if he has a circumcision opinion. Ooh, one of match. Okay. Super Galactic does not miss a beat and has he covers the whole breadth of human knowledge. Okay, so what before we delve into this, do you think he's like pro or against circumcision. He's really like an onion of varying opinions, which makes it kind of exciting to see what he's going to have to say on this important topic.
Hi everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome y'all to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is a powerful dream that I had. I dreamed that I was talking to this woman about me being circumcised as a child, and what I was basically
third position.
that I felt like a part of me was gone. Because what you have to understand is they cut on you and take something out of you. And that's what I was basically telling this woman, that I felt like a part of me was gone, cut out from me. And when I was telling her this, I could tell that she was really resonating with that. And then all of a sudden, there was a lot of other people that started walking in. And when they started walking in, I went and found a place to sit down. And when I did, all these people that were walking in the building started giving me stuffed animals and dolls. And before I go in,
I think he just appears to be a bit slow because he's gazing onto like a whole other plane of existence there. Oh yeah, I forgot all about the fingernail. Damn.
That when I was talking to this woman about a part of me being gone, this one man walked up to me and said, well, I told this woman that, like I said, a part of me was gone. I'm getting a little sidetracked because it's hard to remember everything. But I told this woman that a part of me, that I felt like a part of me was gone, and that I knew that people were looking for me. And I was like, here I am, here I am, here I am. Because I was telling her, like I said, that I felt like I was here, but really somewhere else. But I knew deep down what was really going on, that something was taken from me. And that's the key point. Something was taken from me. Something was taken from you. That's what this whole circumcision is all about. They're taking something from you.
Do you think he had a Matzitza Beppe? Hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, I need another fingernail thing. I forgot all about his fingernails. That's an important piece of the super galactic lore. Is the 3-inch long fingernails. Etheric abuse. Oh, he's specced up now. Let's go.
Hi everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome y'all to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about is a deprogram that Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower, did on Rock Band. It was a very powerful deprogram.
Did he just say on Rock Band?
And
my friend.
It was so powerful that it fired me up and got me to call him and basically tell him my concerns about adult websites and all this metaverse stuff and all this deep fake stuff, and how it concerns me that the adult entertainment industry is going to all get involved in this whole metaverse nonsense. You're going to be hearing stuff like women being sexually assaulted.
Oh, whoops.
And If they keep pushing this, it's going to get out of hand.
I don't know where to find all the Jeffrey Doherty content. Like, he's got barely nothing up on YouTube. His website links to nowhere. His Twitter account doesn't exist. I think they might have taken him out. Is climate change terrorism actually a thing? That's a good question. Churches being burnt down in Canada. I'm a proud pagan. Womp, 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 womp. Let's check out some of his newer stuff here. Because he hasn't been posting much recently. That's unfortunate. I intend us pagan heathens are with the telekinesis warriors. What type of job would this guy have? I'm gonna guess his mama and her boyfriend probably help him out, and the government.
This is super galactic, and I want all my telekinesis warriors.
Okay, this is epic.
This is super galactic, and I want all my telekinesis warriors to know us pagan heathen are with you 100%. We want you to know we believe in you, and we know you got what it takes to defeat this evil society that is so corrupt up and so messed up. Don't show no fear. Don't let these people intimidate you. We know you got what it takes. I know that these evil people will try to distract you and do what they can to get you off course. But if you stay focused, we can win.
Yeah, true. Professional badass. You don't need money if you're a telekinesis warrior. True. You don't actually, and if you don't have money, you also don't have to pay taxes, as we learned. The Dark Rapture. This better have him filming himself on it. Yeah, okay, let's go. Oh, you know he's about to lock in.
Hey everyone, this is Hey everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome you up to my YouTube channel. And what I want to talk about
just showing off
that Jeffrey Doherty did last night.
Who is Jeffrey? Like, where do you find Jeffrey Doherty these days? Jeffrey Doherty was an American serial killer. Okay. Andrew Wilson. Wait, is Andrew Wilson the whatever podcast guy? I'm not watching a 90-minute long Alex Stein video. He has a love show on X called The Christian Whistleblower. Okay. Oh, live show. Okay. Late Night from the Heartland. Wait, is that the same guy who was so red in the past? 8 years ago. I guess he's on X now. Oh, that's powerful.
people, by the time they go through the educational process and the career process that you've been through, are going to be very closed off.
God, he's so red. What do I have to do to get red like that?
He was talking about the Rapture Christian Disaster. That was the title of his video. And what he was basically saying was this whole rapture that the Christians think is the blessed hope is not really the blessed hope.
He's purple. High blood pressure from knowing too many truth nukes. Real.
Because like I said, in their mind, they think it's the blessed hope, but it's not. It's something very dark. In their mind, they don't think it's dark. 'Cause like I said, they think it's the blessed hope.
And high sodium intake. Yeah. He's tied down and forced to make these. Yeah, it does kind of look like he's immobile when he's on his bed. One eye on man, the other on eternity. That's the supergalactic way.
That's where they're being tricked. That's where they're being set up. Because if you watch that horror movie, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that movie is basically giving you culture disclosure. Because what's going to end up happening is if people took the you-know-what, something's going to happen to their body, just like it says in the script. They shall be quickly changed. Something's going to happen to their body. And that's just not all there is to it. There's more to it than that. You look at how Elon Musk is pushing this Neuralink, chipping people's brains. Then you look at how he's launching all these Starlink satellites into space around the Earth. What is he trying to do? I'll tell you what he's trying to do. He's trying to get people connected to the cloud.
Elon Musk.
Why do you think it says in the script in the Bible that they shall see Jesus in the clouds?
Isn't he a pagan heathen telekinesis warrior? What is going on? Plato is not who he's cracked up to be. Let's go. I knew he was an anti-Platonist.
You know who I blame for all this hell and heaven nonsense? I blame this man right here, Plato. A lot of people think, oh, Plato, he's such a great philosopher. He hated our gods. He hated Zeus. He hated all our gods that we acknowledge. And I just want all the cousins out there to know, Plato is not who he's cracked up to be. He's the reason why we have all this hell and heaven nonsense. Because he believed that if he created a religion of his own, he could get a lot of people to believe in it. And that's exactly what's happening. Because look at what Judeo-Christianity has adopted. They believe in hell.
Yeah, rational skeptic. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, you know, he says a lot of good things. I don't agree with everything he says. I guess he's a Zeus worshipping anti-Platonist, vaccinated, alpha draconic. Oh, I love when he starts. This is my favorite setup when he starts, eyes locked in, and let's give it 10 seconds and see how it looks.
Hi everyone, this is Super Galactic, and I'd like to welcome you up to my YouTube channel. And what I wanted to talk about is still the same stuff that Jeffrey Darty.
Okay, it was 16 seconds.
that same stuff that Jeffrey Daugherty was Jeffrey Daugherty was doing different shows on and about the crucifixion implants and what Alicia Renee talks about on her website, Ascension Glossary. There's some people believing a lot of stuff that Billy Carson is saying. And I just pretty much told them in the comment section below that I know Billy Carson don't talk much about paganism and how they believe. But when Genesis 6 talks about the sons of God, they really were the sons of God. It's just one big family. And the church wants to erase it.
Yeah, controller drift on the Switch. Yeah. Oh man, we found some real Kino tonight, I think. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the eve. Damn. I need to make a Odyssey account so I can subscribe to these guys like Super Galactic, Rebel Genius, others. Jeffrey Daugherty's impressive. Well, let's see what's going on here. Real quick, we'll check in on this man here.
Well, are you ready for some unindoctrination? I hope so. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. Nice to have you here at the channel, as promised, our third installment of...
So is he like a big red Reddit atheist guy, or is he whistleblowing on Christians, or he is... Oh, he's been on Coast to Coast AM. Okay. He's blowing he's a Christian who's also blowing the whistleblower.
Podcast excellence.
Yeah, his barber did just
We may have another one yet. I'm not quite positive, but
yeah, I'd say our two top Odyssey moments are the Rebel Genius threat is an all-timer. I'm actually going to copy the link for that real quick because I really need to get a sample of that one. Which one was it? Oh, this one. That threat was an all-timer. Let's listen to it again while we're here.
A warning to the nefarious actors within the Galactic Federation. One way or another, I will find out who you are. And you better pray I'm not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod. Because when I get out of here, and I will, I am going to literally light your ass up. Terrans aren't the same as the Alfredans. You may trick us for a while, but when it comes to dispensing justice, we are fanatical. Terrans will pursue someone to the ends of the earth over $20, and you jagoffs literally owe us blood. Drop the control grid and step aside while you still can. Take the advice from someone down in the trenches. Terrans will always find a way to balance this.
Man, calling the Galactic Federation jagoffs is
this is
just
a
incredible.
One, and I had to consult.
Yeah, Terrans.
Can I get away with this? And
well, actually, I'm not sure. I think he's a Terran, but the Galactic Federation, they better be praying that he's not an Alpha Draco in a big-ass immersion pod.
Oh, we're not sure, but we think that maybe. So we're going to go ahead and roll with this. So if you have any questions and comments, hope that you'll share them. And, of course, the most important thing that we share with you is that you do not have original sin. You've got the spark of divinity within. You're divine, you're sovereign, and you're free. You don't have to go on bended knee to anybody's savior because you don't need salvation. Happy birthday to Harry Christie.
Mexicans are Arturians. There's something about space Mexicans, and he's like threatening them that if that they're a bunch of jagoffs and he's gonna light their asses up or something. Okay, so, damn, did I steal the podcast excellence tagline from this guy? Shit. All right, lads. I think that is all for me tonight. We'll maybe do some more Odyssey scraping. We'll see. I'll probably do a Sunday one this week. See what's good on Odyssey. Maybe find a real solid case to dig our teeth into. Maybe just find some more Odyssey Kino. Who freaking knows? But, yeah, thank you for joining me tonight. Yeah, some solid investigations. I would agree. I would concur with that. Yeah. Odyssey rules. Many things uncovered. Nice one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I will, if all goes according to plan, we will continue the investigations into the true nature of our reality on Sunday. So, have a good night, everyone. I will see y'all later. Yeah, good work, super soldiers. Oh, wait. Oh, right, and the Catholic Church had 300 years for us. Oh, that's a lot. All right, good work, super soldiers. Over and out.